What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Phoenix Suns fans, thank you for being here too. And Spurs are taking on the hottest team in the NBA right now. Phoenix on a 12-game winning streak, looking to extend it to bad luck number 13. Can the San Antonio Spurs get out of their funk, start their home game stand, and get a win against this team that's just on a roll right now? Time will tell. I believe the Suns will be out Abel Nader and Frank Kaminsky. As far as the Spurs, I think we're at 100% except for Jacques Lindell, who knows if he's ever going to play. And then also, what else are we out? Well, Josh Primo, who's joining me tonight. Welcome to the channel for the first time, Joshua Primo. Obviously not playing out in the G League with Joe Wieskamp, but I think just about everybody else is pretty much healthy. Good evening, the Carb 15, J Money, CB, Zachary. Yeah, please keep me posted with the Giants and Buccaneers Monday Night Football game. Please don't troll me and constantly put fake scores in the chat because I will time you out if you do that. If you put, oh, Giants up 14-7, I'm like, really? You go, no, they're down 14-0. Poof, timeout, wrench or not. I don't want to deal with, fake scores tonight. Good evening, Patriots fan. Hello, Butterfly. Optimus Primo in the house. I figured, you know what? He ain't playing tonight, so put him on the couch. Meditation, what's going on, Nintendo? Good evening. This is the rare opportunity where both of my teams are playing at the same time, and based on the odds makers, are both likely to lose. Again, the Spurs are playing the hottest team in the NBA, and the Giants, my New York Football Giants, are playing an angry Tampa Bay Buccaneers who lost to the Washington Football Team last week. Mr. Beluga, good evening. My first time getting to see the Suns play this year. Chris Paul still rolling even though he's well north of 30. And then Devin Booker, one of the best scorers in the NBA. Spurs fan, good evening. Keto, good evening. Robert, Primo looks like a 12. Well, he is 18. So, he might have been 17 or 18. He's got to be 18 in that pic. That was an NBA draft picture. So, 18. So thanks for being here, Joshua. Hopefully we get to see you sometime this year on the court. Just an FYI, if you weren't aware, I'm going to be live tomorrow, but not for a game. I'm going to have a San Antonio Spurs roundtable, the first time we've done something like this on the channel, even though we're very early in the season. I'm going to have SSP on tomorrow night. SSPN, two guys that have their own Spurs channel. I've worked with them on SpursTube TV, really cool. Ethan and Jude will be on, as well as Clam the Spurs fan. So there'll be four of us. We'll be talking about the roster, maybe some things that we think need to shake up the Spurs' future, and just probably chat for an hour, but it'll be really cool. Something I didn't do last year or the previous year when I started this channel is work with other Spurs content creators. Finally doing that this year, and it's been awesome. Even though the team has been not very good, I still love talking about Spurs. GSG is right. By the way, let me get that up there. Go Spurs, go! We need a win. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. It's, the easiest way to help the channel, and it's free. Good evening, Bobby February. Maybe we can lose by 20. Both my teams could lose by 20 tonight. Good evening, Francisco. Giants the Bucks 10, all right. What time is the roundtable? It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So right around when a game usually is. The games this week are all 8:30. I'll call all three of them. And I gotta say, I'm really happy I made the channel switch last week, trying to do the Brooklyn Nets. I wasn't invested. I'm like, you know what? Let's focus. Let's get back to basics. You're doing your music channel thing. Keep doing that. But even though you don't have really many Giants or Yankee subscribers, do the odd video there. And I think for Giants content, I don't think I'm going to do an analysis video like I did the other day. I think I'm just going to do rage videos. People really seem to like when I rage about the Giants, which isn't hard since they've been bad for the last decade. The Spurs are in a rebuild, but they have been relevant in the last 10 years, been to 2 NBA Finals, winning 1, multiple playoff appearances, but the Giants have sucked for 10 years, minus 1 playoff appearance, which was just more of an anomaly than anything. So if the Giants are getting crushed after this game, I'll do a quick rage video. Y'all seem to like, the Giants subscribers on my channel like to watch me get angry. And it doesn't take much to get me angry with the New York Giants. So I'll probably stick with that type of content. Devin at home is another type of play. Yes, that is a fact. Good point, Bobby February. Devin Vassell, well, he played well on the road. He's even better at home. I see shades of Devin Booker's game or resembles to Josh Primo. He's the only hope for my channel to grow this year. I hate to say that, but people were excited. My most watched Spurs live stream was against the Utah Jazz. The preseason game that didn't count, but people tuned in because they were excited about Josh Primo. There's not a lot of excitement right now in the Spurs community, and I hate to say that, but there's not. Our excitement is in the G League. I like what I'm seeing from DeJounte Murray, Kellen Johnson, Devin Vassell, but right now they're just not pushing the needle enough to get people invested. Hopefully that'll change sooner than later. DeJounte, an all-star, Patriots fan, honestly, I think he's going to get this. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like more than likely he might get the snub for players that have been in the league longer and having similar type of years, but you never know. I hope he gets it. Devin versus Devin. The Suns do have the better Devin right now, but hopefully one day we can say, as Spurs fans, we have the better Devin, but he's obviously not there yet. Either way, lose like expected or win and then lose the next like 7. Right? We have the big upset against the Suns and then go on another losing streak. I could see that. And yes, the Yankees are the Yankees at current 15. While they've made the playoffs a ton the last decade, they haven't won a World Series in over 10 years. The last one in 2009. So it was last decade the first time they didn't win a World Series in a decade? Any Yankees fans in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but the 2010s, wasn't that the first decade since they started winning back in the 20s that they didn't win a World Series? I feel like that ended like a really long decade-long streak. Even though they had one in the 80s, they had one. Only one in the 2000s. Or was it two? 2009, and maybe they had two. It gets a little hard to remember them all when there's so many. Keto, that's something we are going to talk about tomorrow night on the Spurs Roundtable. Derek White's definitely going to be part of the conversation. Lonnie Walker, Bryn Forbes, Thaddeus Young. I mean, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to have different opinions, which is going to be fun because I think Clan, Jude, and Ethan, I think we're similar in some respects, but we also may disagree heavily, especially when I think it comes to Derek White and Lonnie Walker. So it'll be interesting. Yes, since the 1910s. I don't know if Jakob's ready to go yet. Gas tank wise, we'll see. Hopefully he's good to go. Gabriel, consistency would be good. 7-3, Giants got a field goal. All right. Hey, Rich, did you hear that the Spurs rumor about someone up in management agreed to tank this season to get? I don't believe half that stuff. There's an NBA analysis website. They were talking about DeJounte Murray getting traded to the Lakers. I don't like covering stuff like that when I see the rumor generated from one site. You know, because then I'm like, all right, that's just, to me, that's clickbait. So I don't touch stuff like that. If I do a Google search for the Spurs and I see 3 sites talking about the trade rumor, I'm like, okay, this obviously has some merit. I'll do a video on it, which you haven't seen a lot of videos during the week because there's not really any Spurs news. I still do my recaps, even though the views have tanked. I like doing it. I like examining how the players have done, and that's really, you know, for those of you that enjoy them, but it's also for me, and that's what the channel should be. You know, for me to enjoy that, hopefully you enjoy along with. YouTube love, good evening. Pop would be an interesting. I'm going to bring him up last. That's something that's going to come up last tomorrow night. We're going to go through the roster and then talk about Greg Popovich because I do see the community's kind of split on Pop. Should he stay? Should he go? Right now, the Spurs are on pace to win about 22 games, and he needs 26 to get the all-time NBA win record. Right now, he's not set to get it. Is KBD starting today? Oh, Doug McDermott's out. I think KBD is starting. Is KBD starting a power forward? Doug McDermott is out, right knee inflammation, and he's been a little dinged up this year. Yeah, Bobby, that's what I was just saying. Patriots fan, if Derek has had a 20-point game, it's only 1. He is regressed significantly offensively and doesn't look confident. That's the one thing I'm noticing. He doesn't seem very confident now. I don't know if he's dealing with an injury and he or the Spurs aren't letting it be known, but something is off. And I'm rooting for him. Listen, anytime I do a Spurs video on the roundtable tomorrow, if I'm saying, you know, based on this player's play, I don't think he should get a contract, or maybe this player shouldn't start, maybe this player's minutes should be reduced. I don't like saying stuff like that. I'm just going by what I feel are the facts of the player's performance and what needs to be, you know, betterment of the team. Even if I had to, you know, tell Kel, I was critical of Kelvin a lot this year when he was playing. He had a few rough patches. You know, I don't like putting any Spurs player down, but I have to call it like I see it, how well they're playing. I can't sugarcoat and be like, yeah, Derek White's having the best year of his career when he's clearly not. Starting lineup for the Suns: Mikal Bridges, Jai Crowder, DeAndre, and get to the Crowder! Devin Booker and Chris Paul. Sorry, that's going to happen a lot. If Crowder scores, I'll be yelling, get to the Crowder. It's just a thing I do. Good evening, son of Scar. Yes, Keita Bates-Diop's his first start this year. He's got defensive potential. Offensively, needs to show me more. Kelman Johnson, KBD, Jakob Pertl, Derek White, DeJounte Murray. So Yak back in the starting lineup. KBD will be a defensive upgrade over Doug McDermott. It will be an offensive downgrade, but I feel like this team is trying to win with defense. So this might actually be a good thing. I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully, they had 3 days off. They had Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So hopefully, KBD got a lot of reps with the starting unit. I think the Doug thing though was a late scratch today, so I imagine maybe he didn't. Doug's not starting. I think I saw right knee inflation. Clan the Spurs fan, who will be with me tomorrow night? We are streaming from about 8 to 9 p.m. I was just talking about it, Clan. Looking forward to having you on the channel and having a debate discussion about the Spurs team and the roster tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. The players are on the court, and away we go. Thank you for being here, Optimus Primo. And the Giants, I just had the Giants in my head. The Spurs win the jump ball. Oh, my Lanta. Calvin, what's up, going, my man? 99.9 Super Chat, he says, go Suns. He is a Suns fan. He says, love you, bro. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Same to you, Calvin. Same to you. Spurs ball to start, and this might not apply to anybody, but anybody that lives, if anybody in this chat lives in Wisconsin, thoughts and prayers out to everybody out there. There's a lot of bad stuff happening out there, and I'll leave it at that, but my goodness. Yeah. Jakob Pertl gets fouled to start the game, and he might be going to the line for 2. Appreciate the Super Chat, Calvin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate everybody being here with me on a Monday night. Hopefully the Spurs can go back to the future in their winning ways. 11:38 into the game, and Jakob at the line for 2. The first one is, well, he wasn't practicing his free throws when he was on the health and safety protocol. I missed the first one. Absolutely, Curticus. Absolutely, yes. Make sure you sub up, Clan. Hope he gets to 5,000 this year. By the way, I have been having a blast with this channel. Now I just kind of relaxed. I'm covering my teams, not worrying about views or subs. Just do what I like. Oh, come on, Jakob! I missed them both. And I'm loving my music channel, getting close to 300 subscribers there. I know that's a shade of what I have here, but it's my goal is to get that to 1,000 next year. That would be awesome. 3-point attempt is get to the Crowder! Jai Crowder. Did the Suns play last night? I think I just heard he was 7 of 8 last night. Was he 7 of 8 from threes? Crowder? Holy moly. DeJounte Murray pick and roll with Jakob Pertl. Free throw line jumper is swish. See, that's how you make it from the free throw line, Jakob. Pay attention. That's the Jakob I know. Extra smooth, dude. Good evening. Thank you for stopping in. 3-2. Crowder with the three-pointer and DeJounte Murray with the mid-range jumper. One of his favorite spots to shoot on the floor. Devin Booker launches it, and it is in and out burger. DeJounte Murray with the rebound. This would be very interesting to see how the Spurs try to shut down the backcourt of the Suns. Chris Paul and Booker. Thank goodness. Derek White with a quick short jumper to start the game, and it goes in. Gio, what's going on? But we're probably going to have quite a bit of Phoenix Suns fans in here, so Suns fans, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Let's have a fun night. Hopefully we have a close game. I hate blowouts no matter which way it is. Chris Paul short jumper is good over Jakob Pertl in the paint. I don't want to see my team get blown out, but obviously I don't want to see the Spurs blow out the Suns, which is obviously not likely, but I don't like blowouts. I want to see a tight game down to the end. Derek White into the paint, throws it up, and that's an air ball. The putback by KBD, getting his first start this year. What's up, Dan? Thank you for stopping in. Jakob Pertl was a lottery pick. Crowder, another 3, no good. Jakob with the rebound. Yes, the Suns are on a 12-game winning streak, I believe, son of Scar. They are on fire right now, the hottest team in the NBA. DeJounte Murray for 3. Back rim, no good. Suns ball. Chris Paul brings it up. Out to Book. The 3-point attempt, no good. KBD with the rebound. 9:30 left in the first quarter. DeJounte Murray will bring it up for San Antonio. Back out to Keldon Johnson, who's been our best 3-point shooter the last 4 games. Just Keldon's been on fire. Hitting like 60+%. DeJounte, quick pull-up jumper. Back rim, no good. Both teams exchanging misses. Just throw 1 point. Wow. I know what you're talking about, Zachary. That is ridiculous. Another miss. DeAndre Ayton with the pull-up jumper, who some Spurs fans have said they'd like to see him come to San Antonio after this season. KJ back to Derek White, 14 on the shot clock. Derek will dump it into Jakob Pertl. Yak thinks about taking a shot, pulls it down. It's a KBD in the post. KBD posting like it's 1965 and loses the ball to Chris Paul. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Suns ball. 8:44, and the offense is both looking a little sluggish. 7-3 Bucks and a 1. Wow, that's it. Now, Curtikins, be careful. You might be ahead of me. I'm streaming this on my Roku, so just a heads up to anybody in the chat. Do not post a score unless it matches what I have, or you will get timed out. Just, being friendly, throwing out there. Arc with 3, I agree. Competitive would be good. And my team has been getting blown out a lot. But unfortunately, watching this on the NBA Pass, when you stream it, you're usually 30 seconds behind whatever's happening, on like cable TV. I hate it. That's a turnover, though. Maybe that 8-6 was just not the score. Unless I'm like a minute behind. Gosh, I hope not. DeJounte Murray in the paint. Tries to get it to Yak and be knocked out of play, and that is going to be Spurs ball with 11 on the shot clock. Absolutely, please post Monday Night Football scores, but don't troll me. Don't put fake scores in the chat. I don't need to see Giants up 21-7, and you're like, oh, just kidding. That's not going to win many favorites from the old TSR Sports. Jakob Pertl dribbling the ball around, not what I want to see. There's 3 on the shot clock, guys. DeJounte long 3. No good. KBD with the putback. It's not 8-6, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know what he was talking about, the 8-6. Chris Paul, is he averaging 3 steals a game? Speaking of which, pull-up jumper by CP3, no good, and KJ3 with the rebound. My man's jersey behind me. Derek White over to DeJounte, back to Derek White. Thinks about the 3, pulls it down, going to drive, pull-up jumper. In and out burger. 7.5 minutes to go. It is Suns ball. Devin Booker guarded by KBD. KBD got his hands full with that matchup tonight. Switch. Jakob Pertl trying to guard KBD, trying to guard Booker. Back to KBD on Devin, and Devin's going to take the baseline jumper. It is 8-7, and a timeout by Pop. San Antonio, Robert, the Spurs have 3 home games this week. Actually, I think they have a 4-game homestand, but all the Spurs games this week are at home. From Colombia, good evening, Vincent. I'm forward. Pop will see the. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about the rotations, Zachary. I think that's something that's got to come up tomorrow night too. Is the timed rotations we've seen the last few years? Why do we have so many guards? I'd be very interested to see though if, let's say, Doug McDermott is out this week and doesn't play. He's been our starter at power forward. Starting KBD, starting somebody maybe with better defense, because Doug McDermott, I do like him. He's a defensive liability, like Bryn Forbes. If his shots aren't going in, then he's just a complete liability on both sides of the court. But if the Spurs could put together a 2-1 record this week, if KBD was to start each game, if we focused more on defense, that'd be very interesting. I don't know. NBA Pass, highlight more. NBA Pass. Another from Colombia. All right. Thanks for stopping in, my friends. Hopefully you enjoy the play-by-play. I'll try to call the game, down the line. I'm not going to sugarcoat any, fudge any calls. I am a Spurs fan, so I'll be rooting for the Spurs, but I always try to, call foul, regardless of who's against. What's going on, Carl? A 4-game winning streak would really help a lot. It's really beautiful. I've never been to San Antonio, Gio. I need to do that. Maybe next year. Obviously, this year with things still being very, weird in the United States, I'll just kind of leave it at that. With everything. Traveling not on the top of my list, but hopefully maybe next year I can make it down to Texas. I have a plane ticket that I still haven't used. That's good till next September. I was supposed to go to Vegas March of last year. Well, March of last year was not a good month because right before I was supposed to go, everything shut down. Vegas shut down. And I was like, well, not going to Vegas. I'll plan on it, Master Eden. Giants give up a 10-yard run to Brady. A 10-yard run to Brady? Oh, boy. KBD, my true thought of him, and we'll talk about him tomorrow night, is I've always liked what I've seen of him, but, pretty much from him defensively. He's, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". He's got great length. Just offensively, it doesn't seem like he's very athletic near the rim. I've seen him have trouble finishing at the rim in games. Like, he wasn't even trying to dunk. He just was blowing layups. So he needs some work, obviously, offensively. But if he can, like, score once in a while, which he's doing tonight, and keep strong on the defensive end, well, who knows? How about the Suns? First 16 games, last 4 seasons, 3-13, 8-8, 8-8, 13-3. Definitely not going to Christmas. Good evening, Cowboy X Factor. How long is Luka Doncic supposed to be out? I saw he had the hurt ankle. Is he going to be out for an extended period of time? And I don't mean to troll you, but what the heck happened to the Cowboys? Like, the last 2 weeks, have defenses figured out the team? KJ with a very awkward hook shot, but it went in. That was oogly, but whatever. But seriously, the Cowboys, is the lack of Amari Cooper just decimating the offense? Like, do they not have any offense without Amari Cooper? Don't know how long he'll be out. And a steal by DeJounte Murray, taking it down the court. And he will miss the layup. Derek White with the offensive board puts it back in good. DeJounte blows the fast break. Whoops. And I saw an interesting stat. Lonnie Walker converting on fast breaks, like a horrible percentage this year, something like 25%. My NBA pass just paused for a moment, so on the next timeout, I'll back out and come back in, get a little more in tune. That's a miss by Mikal Bridges with his first shot of the game. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Suns on a 12-game winning streak. Spurs being up in the first quarter doesn't mean a whole lot to me, as Drew Eubanks is checked in and misses, and there's going to be a foul. So Jakob unlimited minutes, apparently. But we've seen the Spurs, unfortunately, play horrendous this season in the third or fourth or both quarters in the second half. Okay, Samuel. Cowboys defense and special teams stepped up, but the offense, yeah, the last 2 games, Cowboy X Factor, didn't the Broncos keep them in check? I don't know if their offense has been figured out or just no Cooper is no scoring. Drew's first free throw was good. He's at the line for 2. I don't know what the Cardinals quarterback is these days. Isn't Kyler Murray out? Yes, Bacon Bits. Yes, you saw that article too. Then yes, they've been killing it in the transition. Both free throws good. Spurs up 14-7. This is a high-power offense we're going against, so I'll feel much more comfortable if the Spurs are up by 7 with 3 seconds to go. Devin Vassell is checked in for San Antonio. Chris Paul to book into the paint, and the pass, and DeAndre Ayton with a little jumper in the paint. 14-9. And Tyron Smith, okay. Colt McCoy, really? Okay. Drew Eubanks. Pass to DeJounte Murray. DeJounte pick and roll now. Drew takes off, and now we're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be an offensive foul. No, defensive foul. I thought Drew Eubanks got called for a block. Instead, get to the crowd! Got called for the foul. Former Washington football team quarterback as well, Cowboy X Factor. So Colt McCoy has played for half of the NFC East teams. Johnson checking in for the Suns. Cameron Johnson, that is. Spurs ball. Devin Vassell trying to get it inbounds, and he'll get it to Derek White with 10 on the shot clock. Derek drives, and a nice little move, and a layup. 16-9, all right. We'll take that so far. DeAndre Ayton outguarded by Drew Eubanks in three-point land. Drops it off to Johnson. Back to Ayton. Ayton in the paint. Little jump hook is good. It's 16-11. It was actually kind of a low-scoring game with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. No, I'll never say tank, Dan. If it happens naturally, so be it. But I just won't advocate for tanking. DeJounte into the paint. Throws it up and misses. And DeJounte's had some trouble finishing at the rim today. He's missed 2 shots within 1 foot of the rim. Booker, the other way, does not miss his layup in the paint. 16-13. Don CJ, let's go Suns. Thank you for stopping in. LeBron hit somebody in the face. I think it was after a free throw. I don't think it was intentional. Keldon with the runner up high off the glass, no good. Okay. But he accidentally hit somebody that I want to say accidentally. I mean, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but I don't think he intentionally punched a guy in the face. But he drew blood, and then a melee ensued. Oh, that jumper's good. 16-15. That was by who dat? Cameron Payne. So yeah, suspended for a game. I mean, Lakers are not very good this year, though. I don't know what's going on with them. Devin Vassell pull-up jumper is good. A lot of Spurs fans advocating for Devin Vassell to get the start of Derek White. That's definitely something we're going to talk about tomorrow night. And I think that will be the most interesting conversation that we have tomorrow night is the Devin Vassell, Derek White, because I don't think we're all going to be on the same page. Myself, Clan the Spurs fan, and SSPN, Spurs Sports Programming Network, I believe is what it stands for. You think it was intentional? Oh, wow. Isaiah Stewart, that's right. Thank you, Bacon. I knew he got into a scuffle with somebody. I couldn't remember who it was. Schilling? Nope. Ball went out of play, so we are waiting for the ball, and the Suns get it, and that's going to be a score. Oop, let me update my score. 18-17, down the other way. We're going to have a foul, and Keldon Johnson goes down, but he gets up again. Not an LBJ fan. People that have been here long enough know I am. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I would be heated too. I would agree, Samuel. Probably chemistry. Definitely chemistry. And they're old. They're the oldest team in the NBA, I believe. Keldon Johnson at the line for two after the foul. 18-17, 3:32 left to go in the first Q. Keldon's first free throw, oh boy, short. That looked short as soon as it left his hand. I think he knew it too. I hope he didn't do it intentionally. I never thought of him as that type of player. I think of him as a flopper, but not. He missed them both. The Spurs have missed 4 free throws in the first quarter. And how many games have free throws affected this team? 3-point from the baseline is no good by Cameron Johnson. Sort of baseline. Baseline, corner, kind of in between. Lonnie Walker's checked in. But a lot of missed free throws by the Spurs already, and Keldon has been really hot and cold with free throws. Keldon with a tough jumper, air ball, really forced that shot. What are you doing, Keldon? Why are you forcing these hard shots? What's going on here? Just let the game come to you. Don't force the game. Let it come to you. Let it flow. Use the force. That's a turnover. Spurs ball. Keldon takes it down the court into the paint, throws up a layup, and that one's good. See, he heard me. He let the game come to him on the fast break. Let the force flow through you, young Paladin. Scorpion King, yes. We're gonna be a lottery team, barring Josh Primo coming into the NBA and playing like Kobe or Jordan. That's a miss and a Spurs rebound. I didn't see who shot that. My apologies. I was looking at the chat briefly. Let me get focused on the game. Lonnie Walker out to Derek. Derek for 3. Short, no good. Suns ball. 2017. Devin Booker. One-on-one with Derek White right now. Out in 3-point land on the baseline. Looking to drive. Starts to drive. Almost loses the ball. Gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. And the ball's going to be turned over at Spurs ball. Booker with a careless pass. Keldon Johnson brings it up for San Antonio. KJ with a pick and roll. Drew Eubanks takes into the paint. And tries to get back to Drew. And that's a turnover for the Spurs. Keldon a little out of control in the first quarter. And the three-pointer the other way is good. It's a tied game. Who that shot that? Well, Landry Shamet. Dang it. Former Clipper, I believe, Landry Shamet. 20 all, minute and a half to go. Spurs got to clean up their first quarter game, and Drew Eubanks tries to bounce past to Devin Vassell going backdoor. It's going to be knocked out of play. Kickball, timeout. Can't believe Keldon made it. Honest, he scored for Arizona. Braun is suspended for what? Wait, Stewart got 2 games? How did Stewart get 2 games? He's the one that got popped in the face. Did they getting him for like retaliation? Did they say the logic of that? I would think either they both get 1 game or they both get 2 games. I didn't realize they. I mean, I would. Somebody popped me in the face and I was bleeding. Yeah. Guess what's happening? You're getting a back, right? You got to take a stand, just like Nikola Jokic did a while back when he got pushed by what's his face. One of the brothers. Crap. You know what I'm talking about. Jokic. He gave him the people's shoulder and knocked him on his butt. One of the Morris brothers. Where are you from? Might be a Geo. I am from Western Massachusetts, West Side, and I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, which I'm guessing not everybody knows who that is. That is Joshua Primo, the Spurs' first-round pick. He is an 18-year-old rookie playing in the G League right now, and a lot of fans are excited about him. But he's in the G League, so we won't be seeing him tonight, which is why he's here. Uh, Keto, you could be right. I mean, Pop's style of coaching, a lot has changed in the last 25 years, and it might not work with the younger generation. That could be true. Okay, kills. All right. Okay. All right, got you, Samuel. Which who started for Dougie? KBD. Veronica, KBD started tonight. I believe that's his first start of the year. That might be one of his. Was that his first start as a San Antonio Spur? I can't remember if he started at all last year, but KBD got the start and played well. I mean, I like what I saw from him. Hmm? Hmm? Probably a good idea. That's how germs are spread, so I hear you, Josh. I saw some people mentioning Jacques Lindell in the chat earlier. He's still out with the health and safety protocol, and even if he was back, he's not getting any playing time. I hate to say that. I don't get it. I mean, we're 4-11. What do we have to lose? I mean, I understand Jakob Pertl's got his position locked up. I guess maybe they're, you know, Drew Eubanks has been there, so he's been getting the reserve minutes. Whatever. I don't know. It is tied up. Oh, I was supposed to back out and come back in. Shoot, I'll have to do that after the first quarter. Minute and a half to go. Porqué Primo. That is Joshua Primo. Josh Primo, see. Jakob Pertl with the ball. He's back in the game. Bryn Forbes is also checked in. Forbes pick and roll, takes the three. Front rim, no good. And it's Suns ball trying to go fast break. And Booker gets blocked from behind by Jakob Pertl. No, no, no. And it's Spurs ball as Devin Vassell picks up the loose ball after the block. Derek White will sprint up the court into the paint. Out to Lonnie Walker. Walker baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. Does that seem to happen a lot to us? Players stepping on the baseline? I feel like Devin does it often. Lonnie's done it a few times. Derek has done it. Did he, Bacon? Good point, because we had sometimes we were playing 5 games a week, so yeah, he probably did start doing something like that. It is Suns ball, under a minute to go. Drive to the hoop, layup is good for Alfred Payton, and he's fouled by Jakob, so and one going to the line. Possible 3-point play. Right, Veronica? Tampa Bay turnover, Giants ball. Well, yes, Greg. Yes. Tracy indeed goes first go. A rare night when TSR, both of his teams, his two favorite teams in sports, my two teams, 1A and 1B, are the New York Giants and the San Antonio Spurs. I've been a fan of both teams for 30 years, and both have been very frustrating this year. Well, total Brick City on the free throw. That was really short. Some ugly free throw shooting tonight by both teams. Let me just leave it at that. Jakob out in three-point land, not taking the three. Not a chance. To Bryn, back to Jakob, and the high layup is no good. He's fouled, which means Jakob is going to the line for 2. I don't like seeing Jakob Pertl go to the line. At all. Wish we had a power forward from Australia that's really good offensively. Right? Bobo, what's going on? It says, go Suns. Thank you for being here, Suns fans. Jakob Pertl's first free throw. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Keldon's 0 for 2. That's 5 points right there that the Spurs have punted. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, adventures in free throw shooting, Greg. He missed them both. I have no words. Drive, layup, no good. But the putback that was Payton with the miss, but JaVale McGee, former Laker, NBA champion on the Suns now with the putback. Suns on a 7-0 run in the last minute and 25. Spurs going cold at the end of the first quarter. They were up at one point by 7. I think, was our biggest lead. Down by 4 now. Lonnie Walker pick and roll with Jakob Pertl. Free throw line jumper, a little off balance. Back rim, no good. And there's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick jumper, no good by Landry Shamet. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Low scoring game, 24-20. Spurs only with 20 points, on pace for 80. I assume they'll pick it up. But if you were on the over-under bet, you might not, and you took the over, you might be regretting that over right now. What's going on, Ian? From the Philippines. Ride or die. Yeah. Bobby, I'm gonna be all Spurs now, as you guys know. I tried doing some Nets games just for fun because they had 2 former Spurs in my local team, but I don't care. It's Spurs or nothing here. Any chance Primo can rip open his shirt Superman style with the Spurs jersey? Edgar, I wish, but probably not. Lazy Fox, go Spurs go from the Philippines. Samuel, I don't know what is going. I mean, I don't like being critical of the team, but Jakob is 0 for 4 tonight. And last I checked, we have not 1 but 2 players shooting under 40% at the free throw line. Of course, Jakob, who might be under 30% after tonight, and Thaddeus Young, last I checked, was like 38%. As a team, we're, I believe, the second worst free throw shooting team in the NBA, and that's just. They're just really bad from the line this year. I think overall we're like 70%. Heck, I'm a better free throw shooter these days. Me too, Son of Scar. I am very surprised the free throw shooting has been so rough. It is what it is. Suns will destroy the Spurs. Bobo, I hope not. That could obviously happen. It's 24-20 right now. Awesome Spurs tomorrow. What time do they play? Because I'm doing my Spurs roundtable tomorrow at 8. They might be on during that time. Yes, Butterfly. Remember when the goal used to be 200? No, it's only 100. I can't ask for 200 anymore because I can't get it. It's weird. I watched the 2006-2007 Spurs video. I have it actually on DVD when those were a thing, where they kind of recapped the season and they were showing Spurs fans and how much they love the Spurs and how they're behind them no matter what. And I was like, are they? Because the Spurs were winning when you made this video, and Tim Duncan was there and Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. I feel like that sentiment is not there anymore. Those of you that are here and people that still stop by or comment on the team in the videos, I still see the support there. But I think we had a lot of casual fans, and when Tim, Manu, and Tony were gone, and then Kawhi was gone, I think when they left, I think the casual fans left too. I don't know who they're fans of now. Maybe the Warriors, the Lakers. I think we lost a lot of the fan base. I hear the Spurs game, but I see now playing in theaters. What is happening with the Spurs feed? I need to jump over to the Suns feed. They're not showing the game. They're showing a commercial. I'm literally hearing the Spurs game, but it's a commercial for, I don't even remember what it was. That is weird. Spurs feeds always seem to have problems. Good evening, the Green Carlos Jeter. All right, so yeah, back 11:15 to go. So I missed 45 seconds. Lonnie Walker with the jumper, no good. Spurs get the ball back. So great job by the NBA Team Pass, having the audio up but just showing a screen of whatever that was. Lonnie with another shot. That one goes in. Lonnie having a rough season. Trade Derek White. We'll be talking about that tomorrow night, my friends. Again, San Antonio Spurs Roundtable tomorrow, 8 p.m. on my channel, Clan the Spurs Fan, and SSPN, Spurs Sports Programming Network. I believe what it stands for. I should know that, but I'm not 100% sure. They'll be on as well, Jude and Ethan. And that's Peyton with a three-pointer, 27-22. Yeah. Clan's not a bad. I don't think Clan's a bad win, Ozzy. Foul down the other end, and that's on the Spurs, so that's going to be a turnover. 10.5 minutes to go. Spurs down by 5. I mean, you're going to get that with every team. You're going to have fair weather fans. Some people have accused me of being a bandwagon fan with the Spurs. I'm like, I would not still be covering them if I was a bandwagon fan. I would have stopped covering the team, period. That runner is no good by JaVale McGee. Spurs ball. DeJounte gets it up to KBD. KBD Euro steps and passes it right to Cameron Johnson, not on the team. Tries to get the ball back, and now is scramble for the ball, and we're going to have a jump ball between KBD and Johnson. So nice job by KBD after the turnover to, put the hustle, loyalty, and respect in. That is Joshua Primo, our draft pick. LA with the trade anyone rebuild. He called. Oh, Ozzy, I did see that. I wasn't a fan of that one. I'll be honest with you. I think he was going for a troll there, but I've done a Giants video where I say they suck and ranted, but the Giants have been bad for a decade. At this point, I think it's warranted. The Spurs are in a rebuild for the first time in their history, so that's why I'm not being as critical of them. Now, if this rebuild lasts another 4 years, I'll probably say they suck, but I don't like ever calling JaVale McGee with the bucket in the paint, now 29-22, but I'll never call one of my players or the team trash. Like when people used to call Trey Lyles trash Lyles, I honestly did not like that. Jakob Poeltl in the paint, dumps it off to DeJounte, baseline jumper is good. I don't like calling players or a team trash. You want to say they suck? Fine, because their record says they suck. If you want to, we have a foul on Jakob down the other end as Elfrid Payton was driving. He misses the shot. Looks like he's going to the line for two. I don't like saying players suck either. I will say player had a bad week. They're playing really bad right now, or their play sucks, but actually attacking the person themselves, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's just me. I still think the Spurs are better than what the record is. Yes, Samuel, the Spurs are better than what the record displays. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you're better than what your record is. First free throw is good. It matters what your record is, and they're just they're struggling with win games this year. I didn't see it, Bobby. I was talking to the chat. There's been some bad calls against the Spurs, but there's been bad calls against the teams they've been playing. The refs have been bad a lot this season. Thaddeus Young has checked in for San Antonio for Jakob Poeltl. So Pop going with the kind of small ball lineup. With Bryn Forbes out there, we're definitely small. Second free throw is good. After watching Factor sent us video about the Browns, I'm glad to be. Adver, yes. I haven't watched that video, but there are some teams that have never really amounted to anything in their history. Look at the Detroit Lions. I mean, they've had the greatest running back I've ever seen, and then a Hall of Fame wide receiver, and they've won nothing. Devin Vassell launches a cross court to KBD. KBD going to drive into the paint. And another turnover by KBD. That's his second turnover this quarter. And the three-pointer is good by Cameron Johnson in transition. KBD with two bad passes on the offensive end. Granted, a lot of this can be contributed to not playing with these guys a lot, not getting a lot of minutes. Still, you're going to have to tighten up your offense, young man, if you want to stay out there and be a starter. Thaddeus Young free throw line jumper, no good. Not sure like Thaddeus taking that shot considering he can't hit his free throws this season. Just saying. Another three-point attempt. That one is no good. JaVale McGee with the rebound. Turnaround putback is no good. KBD with the rebound. Yes, Aaron, yes. Stinks is better. A fun little, he stinks! A joking tongue-in-cheek, but when people just say a player's trash, I'm like, they're in the NBA. I'm on my couch. I would love to be the 12th man on the Spurs. Turnaround jump. Wow, JaVale McGee. I didn't know he had a turnaround jumper on the baseline. Oh my gosh, we're down 12? This game's already getting away from us. Thaddeus Young tries to do a little give and go with DeJounte Murray. It's going to be a kickball. Stay with the Spurs, 14 on the shot clock, 8 minutes to go. Get concerned when Thad checks him out. No, Thaddeus Young has surprised me. He looked rough in the preseason. He looked rough the first, 2 weeks, but he wasn't playing much. But he's a Swiss Army knife. He scores a little, rebounds a little, passes a little bit, block shot here and there, and is still in there. He's, jack of all trades, master of nothing, but he's a utility player, and I have no complaints from what I've seen from him. Oh, wow, Ollie. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful with videos like that. You can definitely upset the fan base. Jonathan in the paint, out to Devin Vassell for three. Hell of a sell! Kobe. It is Suns ball. Three-pointer down the other way is no good. I think that was Payne again. He's been launching a lot of threes. 36-27, 7.5 minutes to go. KJ brings it up for San Antonio. Back out to Devin. Then we'll drop it to Thaddeus Young, looking for a little pick and roll. Gets the ball back. Pull-up jumper is off the front rim. Gets his own miss and puts it back. Devin Vassell, my man. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes it. I need to get that video. Needs more views. All right, 36-29. Loving what I'm seeing from Devin Vassell. Well, Robert, if we get a lottery pick, which we're on pace to, I certainly hope we get a lottery pick. And I see what you guys mean. Though you got to be, as a content creator, you got to be very careful with the Spurs. I made some very joking videos, and I do joke around in my live streams. But if you watched my normal videos, I got away from kind of the hokiness I had last year with the sandwich stuff or singing a song when Bryn Forbes was gone. I'm trying to take the team a little more seriously. Now with the New York Giants, I found my Giant subscribers like to see me rage. And yelling the team sucks. Again, the team has been bad for a decade. We're on a timeout, by the way, so I'm just rambling. So I'm like, you know what? That's what I'll give people. If they want to see me rage during the Giants when they lose, fine. But I'm not going to attack any Giants player specifically and say they're trash or, whatever. And even Joe Judge and Jason Garrett, I actually might say they suck. Joe Judge has not had a good start to his NFL career. It's going to come up tomorrow, man. It's going to come up tomorrow. Spoiler alert, I'm making the push. Devin's really stepped it up, Bobby. He has. Kelsey Mendoza, you're welcome. God bless. Good evening, Brandon's World. Party time. Excellent. Go Suns. What's up, Nodic? Pummel him. Ouch. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Josh Primo. There we go. I was trying to. Oh, sorry. I had a hard time figuring out where to put him because he's got so much, he's got great hair and he has so much of it. So I was like, he can just cover up a little of the scoreboard. Yes, Dan. Actually, yes. I've been called a bandwagon many times. They're like, what made you a Spurs fan? Bandwagon? And my thought to that is, no, Josh Primo's not playing Texas. Do they know the definition? Good evening, Jared. Do they know the definition of bandwagon? Jared knows. I'm a Giants and a Spurs fan, and yes, the Giants have won Super Bowls, and the Spurs have won many championships. Not in a while. Bandwagon doesn't stay with the team if they're bad. They jump ship. The Warriors lost a lot of their fans that year they're bad, and now they're all back again. When Steph Curry missed all but 5 or 6 games, that's a bandwagon fan. All these Lakers fans that came out of nowhere in the last 2 years, all of a sudden, there are people that just follow championship teams. They don't necessarily follow a player or a team in particular. They just follow whoever's winning that year. I hate to say it, but it's not obviously not directed at anybody in the chat or any content creator or anything like that. It's just there are fans that whoever's winning, that's who they're going to watch. I'm sticking with my Spurs and my Giants. My Giants suck. People don't watch my videos, but they're my team, and I'm going to talk about them. Same thing with the Spurs. Speaking of which, it's Suns ball. 3-point attempt is good. Wow. Landry Shamet launches it from way downtown. 7:11 to go. Open 24-7. 39-29. DeJounte with the ball right now. DeJounte, Bryn, Devin, Thad, and Keldon. DeJounte out to Bryn Forbes. Forbes back to Keldon. There's 9 on the shot clock. Keldon starts to drive. Gets it to Thad, and Thad with the layup in the paint. Keldon hasn't taken a 3-point attempt yet tonight, and he's been really on fire from beyond the arc, so I'm surprised he hasn't launched one yet. Jared, how you doing, my man? Hopefully you're a Giants fan, aren't you, Jared? Hopefully you win tonight. Another 3-point attempt for the Suns is no good. That one by Landry Shamet again. Spurs try to go fast break and passes a little too long for Thaddeus Young as he saves the ball. He throws it right into the hands of the Suns. And going baseline and creating his own dunk is Landry Shamet, whose name I've been saying a lot. He's been good off the bench tonight. DeJounte, nice crossover, gets to the baseline. Back out to Devin. Devin back to DeJounte, playing a little hot potato with the ball. DeJounte pick and roll, gets it back to Thaddeus Young. Young in the paint. Layup is no good. And he falls down, and I think it's going to stay Spurs ball. The AT&T Center, is it rocking? Are you there? I can't hear it. Brandon, this is the hottest team in the NBA, the Phoenix Suns. So, yeah. Zhorling Chong, good morning. Well, good evening. Yes, Optimus Primo in the house. You are a Giants fan, Jared. I thought so. I'm going to start doing Giants content again, Jared, but it's going to be more like the bad dog stuff he does. People only seem to like my Giants videos when I rage. So if the Giants lose tonight, I already got a plan for a rage-induced video. You got to go with what people like. People don't like to see me rage with the Spurs, but for the Giants, they love it. Derek White, jumper in the paint is no good. Thaddeus Young with the rebound. The putback, the left-handed hook is good. 41-33, 5:45 to go. 13 is a bad luck number, too. Hey, Kansbaro 565. Good evening. I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing good. Thank you for supporting the channel, being a channel member. Appreciate you being here. Suns ball, the runner by CP3. Was that supposed to be a pass or a shot? Either way, it's Spurs ball. I don't know what he was doing there. Kellen to DeJounte Murray. Murray in the paint, throws it up and can't make the shot. Might have been partially blocked. DeJounte, I believe, is over 3 at the rim tonight. Really struggling to finish. Shamet with the ball. He's been all over the place tonight. Out to Devin Booker, who's checked back in. He may have been in for a while, just haven't said his name. Booker with a pass, and DeAndre Ayton splits the Spurs defense with a dunk in the paint. Yes, Dan, and that's why I want to do Yankees content again on the channel again. It's not going to be a lot of Yankees content, but I do enjoy streaming with Bad Dogs. I'm like, I'll do a live stream on my channel once in a while and once on his. I have a lot of fun with him. And we both obviously go nuts when bad things happen. Demisel pull-up jumper is no good. I like the shot attempt, it just didn't go in. Suns up by 10. Back to Ayton in the paint, and another dunk by DeAndre Ayton. And a timeout by Pop. Don't know, go Spurs go, but man, we're down by 12 against the hottest team in the NBA. By the way, if not hit the thumbs up, would like to get to 100 tonight. We're at 54. Jorling, it ain't going to be easy, man. It ain't going to be easy. Good evening, Mikey. You never know. Yeah, Ayton's scoring a lot. Benjamin, good evening. Go Suns. Rough night for the Spurs so far. A lot of Spurs fans wish we had DeAndre Ayton. Come on, Pop. Chew or grill DeJounte? Otaku, what's up? Says Go Suns. Good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Hopefully it stays a close game. I don't want to go into halftime with my team down by like 16 or more. Brandon, if we were to take the season and pace, the Spurs are on pace for 22 wins right now, which means they would fall just short of the record. They really would need to get going, and I don't know how to get them going. That's something we'll talk about tomorrow. And I know I'm plugging the Spurs Roundtable, but it's the first time I've had a Spurs Roundtable. Having, 3 people on the channel, 3 Spurs content creators, something I didn't do last year. I'm like, I looked, and like, you know what? I worked with Clan. We have a great, had really good chemistry. And SSPN doesn't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so if I can get them on and hopefully grow their channel a little tomorrow night, that would be cool too. Bring Ginobili out of retirement. I don't see that happen. Well, problem is he's the president. I don't think he's firing himself. He could, but it's not likely. But yeah, that's something that we got to look at. 2 losing seasons in a row, probably on his way, barring a miracle, to the 3rd losing season in a row. And yes, it's a rebuild, but I hate to say this, but a website I used to love, I think they've given up on the Spurs a little bit. SpursTalk.com used to do daily report card grades after every game, kind of like I did. They did it before I did. They're not doing them really anymore. They haven't done one in like a week. I don't know if they're just not vested or what's going on with the website, but they are not covering the Spurs like they used to. And a lot of times, the last few years, Pop got a bad grade from them, just not liking the rotations. I get it. That's probably the one thing I find the one complaint of most San Antonio Spurs fans, either in the Facebook group for the Spurs, on my channel and live streams, or in comments, is you're not happy with the rotations. When am I? Unfortunately, never. I remember hearing that Vegas was predicting 30 wins for the Spurs this year. I originally said 32 to 36, Greg. Yeah, right, Leon? Bring TP in as well. I said 32 to 36, and I thought I was being a little conservative, but now it looks like I may have been on the significantly high end. But my original prediction was 32 to 36. Brandon's role. A lot of people say that. Ball's going to be out of play, going to stay with the Spurs. Trey Jones is checked in. I've seen we've been going with 11-man rotations a lot of games, which I know people are like, well, Pop's just trying to figure it out. I'm like, Shouldn't we have had that figured out before the start of the season? That's a turnover for the Spurs, down 12. 4 minutes to go in the first half, 45 to 33. No offense for San Antonio tonight. CP3 with the ball guarded by KJ3. Out to Booker. Booker with the alley-oop to Ayton. Kelvin does a good job of getting in there and breaking up the alley-oop. Kicks it out for three. Well, kicks it out for three. And get to the counter! Nails it. 15-point game. Kelvin, free throw line jumper is good. Crowder wanted a push off. Didn't get it. I didn't see if it was an offensive foul or not, to be honest with you. It could have been a flop, could have been an offensive foul. They didn't call it either way. I don't know. Moving right along. 3:20 to go. Chris Paul guarded by Jakob Poeltl. Yeah, now we'll have a foul on San Antonio. No, definitely not getting one of the New City jerseys, Brandon. They look good for what they are, but to me, they don't say San Antonio Spurs, so definitely not. Ivan, the problem is the team's too small, which we really saw with Jakob Poeltl being out in health and safety protocol. We have too many guards, so there's a lack of talent, but I think it's everything. It's everything. The roster, pop, the rotations, it's everything. And it's not going to be fixed overnight. Derek White just running around, and now takes it out in the three-point lane with under 3 minutes to go. 8 on the shot clock. Over to Devin Vassell for three, and it's good! Devin Vassell is like our whole offense tonight, with a sprinkling of Keldon Johnson. That's been the one positive tonight, is Devin Vassell is really playing well. The rest of the team need to wake up. Why don't we catch up on the table? You wanted to! If you get it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Booker guarded by Derek White. 8 on the shot clock. Devin Booker looking to drive, crossover, and he hands the ball to Derek White. Get it out to Trey Jones, trying to go fast break. The layup is good. Devin Booker and one. Faked himself out, just literally coughed the ball up like whoops to Derek White. Melungu, hey, you got to think Becky's in line, right? CB, there you go. Were they Melungu? Okay. You caught my reference. Excellent. Trey Jones at the line for one. 2:28 left in the first quarter. This would be, if the Spurs can manage to win this would be a huge win for them. Jones' free throw is good. Mind you, Jakob Poeltl has missed 4 free throws, as did Keldon Johnson in the first quarter. That's 6 points just right there. Just not there. Chris Paul is starting to drive. Free throw line jumper over Jakob Poeltl. Mismatch obviously is good. 50-41. Trey Jones sprints it up the court. Back to Derek White. So Trey playing point guard right now. Derek, our shooting guard, pulls up. And it's good from the paint. Derek having a much better game tonight than he has had in recent memory. He's been really... I know he's been a slow starter, but he's been exceptionally slow this year, which is certainly not contributing to the team winning any games. Chris Paul, guarded by Jakob again. Ugh, boy, this is, ugh. Chris Paul is just dribbling like, yep, I got this, but he missed the shot, but the putback is good by DeAndre Ayton, 52-43. Derek White with the ball right now. Into the paint, and tries to force it over to Keldon. It's going to be deflected out of play, and it's going to stay with San Antonio. No, Jakob Poeltl started tonight. Ivan, a lot of folks are saying that. Jake, I want the Spurs to win. This is the hottest team in the NBA. By far. Derek White free throw line jumper is short. And it's going to be Suns ball. I mean, they're going to have to play a perfect game tonight. And so far, they have not been. They've been missing their free throws. A little sloppy with the ball at times. They can win, but they got to play better. Ayton, jumper in the paint, no good. Gets his own miss and puts it back. And we need to rebound. Second chance points. Third chance points. That's got to stop. Best free throw shooter for the Spurs, Francisco? I don't know off the top of my head. They've all been pretty bad at times. Devin Vassell launches it out and turns the ball over. We got a huge fast break for the Suns, and Devin Booker with the layup. He missed it. Trey Jones gets the rebound. Spurs coming up the other way. Keldon into the paint. Euro step, throws it up off the glass. Jakob with a putback, no good. Keldon was a little out of control there. Didn't like that shot. It's been a little out of control on and off tonight. Uncharacteristically. Nice ball movement by the Suns. Devin Booker for three. Butter. Oh, boy. 20 seconds to go. I said I did not want to go into the half down by 16. We're down by 14. And just had it to, didn't we just have it to like 7? Were we just down by 7? And now it's already doubled back to 14. 5 on the shot clock. Derek White to Jakob. Back to Derek. Derek's going to drive. Throws it up. No good. Foul. 2 seconds to go. 9 times out of 10, CP3 will take that matchup on Jakob. Yes. Brandon, yeah. It's been a weird... The Spurs bench has been so inconsistent with who's doing what. It seems like Pop is bringing in Lonnie and Bryn Forbes, with them kind of both hybriding the point guard, shooting guard spot. And then if Bryn's off, Trey Jones becomes a primary. I don't know what he's doing with his rotations this year. They get the ball in, and immediately a foul. Mikal Bridges with the foul. Foul of Jakob. All right. Has he, Bobby? All right. Zachary. Oh, my gosh. Jakob's at the line again for 2. He's 0 for 4 tonight. 1.5 seconds to go. Please just make 1. He made at least 1. All right. All right. You can do that again. Nah, DJ's been struggling from the line this year. I'll check during halftime. A lot of our guys' free throw percentage is way down from last year. Actually, I'll go over the whole roster. Second free throw. Yeah, it rolled around and it's no good. Well, we're down 13. Not ideal, but we're playing the hottest team in the NBA. Meanwhile, Aldridge 21 and 11 off the bench. He has been playing so well this year. Sean, I think it's both. I think it's coaching and talent. I can't pinpoint any one thing. It's just everything. It's a young team. They're clearly in a rebuild, and I don't get what the front office is doing. Like, we needed 3-point shooting, but bring Bryn Forbes back. I still kind of shrug my shoulders, like, why? Especially the way they're utilizing him. He's playing 12 minutes a game right now. Doug McDermott, I like him, but is he really a starting power forward in the NBA? Probably not. I don't know. Benjamin the Sun's been looking good this year. Josh Primo's on my couch. I like KBD starting, but in case you didn't hear, if you remember, I said he had 2 quick turnovers in the second quarter early. Well, guess who didn't play after that? KBD. Yeah, we need the Jesus sandal, Veronica. Marcel Jakob White have been playing great tonight. Always, yeah. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some halftime stats. That's something I usually do. Pull up the box score for both teams. For the Suns first, Mikal Bridges has the same amount of points I do tonight. He has 0. Get to the Crowder has 6. DeAndre Ayton with 14 and 9 obviously on his way to a double-double. Devin Booker only 7. I heard that's a season low for him in the first half. Chris Paul with 4, 1 and 1. Wow. The bench though for the Suns: Cameron Payne 9, Cameron brothers apparently 3 points. Landry Shamet with 8 and JaVale McGee with 6. So 14, 17, 26 points off the bench. That's pretty strong. For the Spurs, what do we got going on? Wow, starting lineup's ugly. KBD with 4, KJ with 6, Jakob with 1. Yeah, 1. He's 0 for 2 from the field, and he is 1 of 6 from the line. Our starting lineup is 1 of 8 from the free throw line. Nice, Jared. Yes, I did, Mason. Starting lineup is 1 of 8 from the line. Keldon's 0 for 2, which he should not be. He was 7 of 8, I believe, in the last game. Thought he fixed that, but he's right back to missing them. And Jakob, 1 of 6. I'm sorry, but 1 of 8 does not cut it in the NBA from the free throw line. You're just giving away points. Derek White with 8 points, 4 of 9 from the field, which is actually decent for him. DeJounte's having a rough game. He's got 4, 5, and 1. He's 2 of 10 from the field. So we've seen this a lot this year. Derek and DeJounte combined are 6 of 19, which is just not going to win you games in the NBA. I'm really hoping Zach Collins will be something special. Or Bound Jakob. Yes, 1 of 8, CB. Oh, let's go ahead and take a look at the bench. We've got 6 guys off the bench, so an 11-man rotation. I just don't like these 11-guy rotations. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. KBD. Oh, sorry. It just moved up to KBD for some reason. Go back. Drew Eubanks with 2. Devin Vassell, a very solid 10 points off the bench. Lonnie Walker with 2. Bryn with 0. So, classic Bryn Forbes, 7 minutes, 0 points, -10. Thaddeus Young with 4. Trey Jones with 3. Just about everybody's in the minus. Everybody on the bench is in the minus when it comes to plus minus, and everybody in the starting lineup is in the minus. Go figure, we're down by 13. So, yeah. Kind of a rough night for most of our players so far, but we still have all half of basketball. But the Spurs are going to have to play much better than this if they plan on pulling this game out of their butts, if you will. Selena? I don't think so. I don't want her coaching. Playmaker Gecko. Hey, TSR, it looks like the Browns finally realized that Baker is not that good. Really? True. Greg, Devin's been playing well. Go Spurs, go. He's been really good. I don't know why Pop sent Josh and Joe to the G League. This is a scene to throw and give it. Yeah, Ivan, no, you're right. If there's ever a season to just throw out your rookies and see what they have, it's this season. We've got a losing record. I mean, no disrespect to Bryn Forbes. We know what we have in Bryn Forbes. I'd rather see Josh Primo get his 12 minutes a game. Send Bryn Forbes to a contender for a second-round pick or some young developmental talent we've never heard of. I can't find my other sock. Nice. Let's go, Suns. Nice channel name, by the way. Is Luka Samanic looking? No, Will, you're kidding, right? Is he looking good in New York in their G League team? Good evening, Leonardo. Troy? Let me hit Basketball Reference up real quick. You guys asked me the best free throw shooter on the Spurs. I want to answer that for you. I didn't forget. Basketball Reference. That's the official. Well, it's the official site I go to for my statistics. Obviously, I'm going to pick somebody that takes at least 2 free throws a game, not somebody that's averaging like a half free throw a game. So, here's our free. And actually, I'll just go over the percentages for everybody. For everybody that's taken, at least 1 free throw a game. At least 1. DeJounte Murray is shooting .686, so about 69% from the free throw line this year. Keldon Johnson is shooting 69%. Derek is shooting 79%. Jakob coming into this game was shooting 33%. Yeah, he might be under 30% before the night's over. Devin Vassell's shooting about 73%. Doug is shooting, not taking a lot of free throws. He's only shooting 66%. Lonnie is shooting 81%. Actually, Lonnie is our best free throw shooter for players that have taken a decent amount of free throws. Thaddeus Young shooting 36%. Drew Eubanks shooting 76%. KBD and Trey Jones are both shooting 100%, but they haven't taken many free throws. And Bryn Forbes shooting only 66%. So, I mean, yeah, that's bad. We have a crap ton of players shooting under 70% from the line. DeJounte and Bryn are both guards. You expect your guards to be your better free throw shooters. But, man, Kelvin and Doug. So out of our starters, you look at our starting lineup, DeJounte 69%, Kelvin 69%, Jakob 33%, Doug McDermott 66%, and then, did I get everybody? Yeah, I think I did. That's bad. 2 69s, a 33, 67. Oh, and Derek White, 79. I forgot Derek White, 79%. So, yeah, out of our starting lineup, we only have 1 player shooting over 70%. Everybody else is below 70. Wow, that is terrible. 3 players in the upper 60s out of our starting lineup. 1 player way below the Mendoza line. I guess the Mendoza line for basketball shooting free throw percentage would be 50% maybe. That is really awful. We've got to have one of the worst free throw shooting starting lineups in the NBA. Let me get back to the chat. Dang. He went into punt safe on fourth and. What's the score in that game, Zachary? This is like 7-3, 10-3. Luka had 33 points. No. Good evening, Troy. I did not watch the trailer, Mr. Beluga. I try to avoid trailers now. They just spoil way too much. It is halftime. Luka in G League don't mean squat. Yes, that's true, Achilles. Obviously, he doesn't put the effort in on defense, as we know. Yeah. Somebody said Shamanich didn't want to be part of the Spurs. Did he request for release? Wow. Good evening, Polo J. Yeah, you guys are letting those free throw stats settle in now, huh? Bad. Just bad. Sean, I don't follow college basketball, so I honestly don't know what next year's draft is supposed to be like. Some people in the chat probably can answer that better than I can. I would assume if we have a top 3 pick, then should hit a home run no matter what. But there's been a lot of busts too, with high draft picks, so it's not guaranteed if you have a top pick that oh my gosh, the Rockets are 1-16. I agree, Samuel. Sorry, Ozzy. Good morning, Jay. You think we could ever sign an all-star? It's a small market. It's tough. It's not impossible. They'll have the money next year. I've seen some talk, some light rumors the Spurs could make a play at, I guess the biggest name was Bradley Beal if he doesn't stay with Washington. I just don't know if somebody would come here. What's up, Jim Sox? Wow, I lost my other sock and Jim Sox in here. Giants have been outscored 45-0 in the last 2 minutes and a half. Great. And we had all those players. We definitely don't have them now, Bobo. We will get the first pick and send it to G. Dude! Oh my gosh, there would be a riot. If the Spurs had the first overall pick and sent them to the G League, that would be the Iron Duke. I'm wondering that myself. Yeah, Marcus Aldridge was the last big free agent signing we had, and that's why a lot of people show respect to LA because a lot of people don't come here. My favorite video game, Polo J, of all time? I have no idea. My favorite current video. I am playing video games again. I have the Xbox on my PC, the Xbox Cloud Gaming, the Xbox Ultimate Pass. I don't have an Xbox previous generation or current generation, but a buddy told me about the pass coming to Windows, and then I found out I could just stream the games. I was like, holy crap. So I don't know. I've been playing Destiny 2 a lot with my friends. That's probably the one I've played the most. That and Dauntless, which was a free game from Epic. But all time, the original Super Mario Kart for Super Nintendo, still a classic. Unreal Tournament, the original PC one. Fallout, the first one for PC, are some of my favorites of all time. Didn't Paulo or somebody get in trouble? Peter, one of the high projected draft picks? I thought somebody got in trouble. Worst drafted tank. Oh, I don't want to hear that, Dylan. Yes, we do have to be patient. Then yes, we have fallen. We all know it. The Kawhi Leonard situation derailed the team. DeMar DeRozan's a good player, and now all of a sudden a great player again in Chicago. Kind of funny. Not funny for Spurs fans, but DeRozan and Marcus Aldridge are having the seasons we hope they would have. I'm trying to get my hoodie even. Hope they would have in San Antonio. LA finding the fountain of youth in DeMar, just playing unbelievably well in Chicago. Now he's got a credible running mate in Zach LaVine that he never had in San Antonio, but still. So I hope they're the second coming if we were to draft one of them. Ivan, exactly. Superstars aren't going to go to small market losing teams more often than not. That's what it was. Thank you, Peter. Man, the Rockets are terrible. Yes, Polo J. Yep. Totally ruined the direction the team was going. When Kawhi Leonard was here, he was a fantastic two-way player. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, expected to be the cornerstone of the organization for, the next decade, when, retroactive to when he was here. And yeah, Jakob Poeltl's a fine center. DeRozan was good while I was here. Keldon Johnson we got as part of that trade, but you're talking about a two-time NBA Finals MVP. That's elite talent. That's just the next level. And with all due respect to DeMar, Jakob, or Kelvin, they are clearly not at the level he was. If San Antonio goes to Vegas, then I will no longer be a Spurs fan, Dylan. I've been transparent on that. I've been very transparent on that. I am a San Antonio Spurs fan. I will not root for the Las Vegas Spurs, and it would break my heart. I probably actually would cry doing a video about that. But I can't root for a team that has Las Vegas before its Spurs. It wouldn't be the same. Don't think it's happening. Bulls are down 31 against the Pacers. What? These players that left look so happy and content. Butterfly, and is it the organization or is it Pop? Is it Pop? I mean, I hate to say it, but he is a grumpy old man. Oh, Bobby just said it. Good, Brandon. Vamos Spurs, vamos. DeMar go with the Raptors. I'll just go with Portland and not go with the Spurs. Now great with other teams. Yeah. Yeah. Las Vegas. Yeah, exactly. Blech. Gross. Butterfly, that could be part of it. I mean, Pop had a magical relationship with Tim Duncan. And, he obviously doesn't have that now with any players on the team that I know of. He probably hasn't been the same, I hate to say it, since his wife passed away. I mean, that's a tragic event that you never fully recover from. My mom passed away 4 years ago, and it's still, at times, if I think about it, or anytime I watch a movie where somebody's losing their parent, it hits home. Just that stuff stays with you. What's the word with the players only meeting? I didn't know there was a players only meeting. I didn't hear about that. Jakob or Pascal Siakam? Well, let's not talk about that. NBA may force the Spurs to move for more money. Really? Yeah, I didn't hear about this players only meeting. I have not heard about that at all. Did the Spurs do that recently? I know DeJounte had recently said there was no motivation, no effort, or something like that. First round pick for Pop. I like Greg Popovich, but I do feel like his best days of a coach are obviously behind him. But I also feel like his activism may be interfering with, and he's very, I don't want to say caught up, but he's very focused on that, and I wonder if that's taking away from his ability as an NBA coach. Do you know what I mean? Like taking time away. I don't know. Heck, even that could be rubbing his players the wrong way. If you're very vocal and bringing up politics all the time as a coach, and your players don't agree with that, that could cause issues too. And the players just might want to be like, "Hey, I'm here to play basketball. Let's leave this out." And Pop's very vocal, so that could be causing issues. I don't know. There's a lot wrong with the team though. Paul George wanted to join the Spurs because of Kawhi. Yeah, none of that happened. Yes, Joey. I think it could be. I'm just brainstorming. I don't know. Devin Booker pulls up for three. Oh, smooth. And there's that 16-point lead I didn't want to see. Daniel Jimenez, what's going on? DeJounte said the Spurs don't like to communicate on court. Oh boy. KBD gets loose and gets the layup in the paint. KBD having a decent game for his first start this year. Is why team in the national broadcast justify small. Yeah, the national broadcasting is killing us. Peter, I think if Pop wasn't the coach, DeAndre Ayton in the paint, throws it up, it's good, and one. I believe somebody told me Joshua Primo is the only top 20 pick right now that's not playing in the NBA. That hurts when you hear stuff like that. I mean, Spurs fans were excited to see him at the AT&T Center, which they have the name for now. They were chanting Primo. Oh, never mind. It's 2 free throws. They didn't give him the bucket. 2 free throws. Yes, they can, Mr. Beluga. The game! Boop! Good evening, Esteban. Second free throw was no good. Al Davis. Yep. Yeah. DeJounte starts to drive. Pull-up jumper is in and out. Burger Jakob with the rebound and just falls down and loses the ball. Wet spot on the court, maybe? Devin one-on-one with KBD. Just launches a long three. Oh, boy. He's heating up, and now it's an 18-point game. Oh, boy. I agree, Polo J, but I think if there was any other team, he'd probably. Well, I know he's 18. I don't know what. I don't know. Kellen thinks about a three, pulls it down, drives baseline, throws up a kind of awkward layup, but it went in. Spurs just trying to get to 50. Yes, he did, Senescar. Good evening, Asia, babe. Channel member, thank you for being here. Asia, I have the distinct luxury of both my teams possibly losing tonight at the same time. The Giants and Yankees both one-on-one. Devin Booker going to be called for the charge against who else? Mr. Takes Charges, Derek White. That's true, Bacon. Josh Primo's really Spurs fans, Spurs content creators are just not hoping he becomes something special because we need something for the people to get excited about again. Derek starts to drive, pulls back, and on the shot clock over to DeJounte. DeJounte having a miserable night, throws up a layup and no good. Yak with the offensive rebound. Out to Derek White for three. In and out, Burger. What a miserable night for DeJounte Murray. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be back to the Spurs. That's fact, Mr. Ickills. Mr. Ickills. Ickills. Did you hear about LeBron? Yes, I did, Asia. He popped what's-his-face in the vase. Jakob Pertl with a little jumper in the paint is good. So you can't make a free throw, but you can make that shot right inside the free throw line. We are only down 7. Okay. Talking about the Giants, I presume. Chris Paul, baseline, guarded by KBD. 64-50, 9:30 to go. Out to Crowder. Crowder for three. No good. Takes a flop. No foul. Nice acting job. No award for you. Derek White into the paint. Spins around. Throws it up off the glass. And Derek White having a fine game. Jacques Lindell, I believe, is still out with health and safety protocol. I don't know when he's coming back, but even when he does come back, he hasn't been playing. He's got the Primo treatment. Played a few minutes this year. That's it. Our rookie's just not getting any love from the San Antonio Spurs. Nice bounce pass and throws it up, but he's fouled. Offensive foul, it appears, on DeAndre Ayton. Nice, Joey Boom. I miss David Robinson and Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili and Sean Elliott. The list goes on. Derek White launches a quick three. No good. In and out burger again. We have a lot of in and out burgers as a Spurs team where the ball goes in, bounces around, pops back out. CP3 drives, pulls up at the free throw line, and his in and out burger doesn't go in and out. It only goes in. What's up, Joel? Thank you for stopping in. Spurs ball down by 14, and they've been kind of down by 14 this whole quarter. Yak with the ball starts to drive. Throws it up off the glass, and nice move by Jakob Pertl with the left-handed layup. All right. Pow! Is Isaiah Stewart a football player? No. Well, you can't see Luka, though, because he's no longer with the team. And now steal by DeJounte Murray coast to coast with his own personal fast break. Shades of Tony Parker. That's one of DeJounte's first makes at the rim tonight. He's missed a lot of shots by the rim. Hopefully that can pick up his confidence. Timeout, Spurs down by 10. Yeah, Jacques Lindell. He is 26. What's up, Kelsey? Timeout. Let's see if the Spurs can wake up. Does he look like a football player? I mean, LeBron looks like it. Well, no. LeBron's built, but he's... Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a football player. Just so much height, but not, too light to be a tight end, but probably too big to be a wide receiver if he was on offense. And way too tall to be a running back. His knees would be destroyed after 3 years. People aren't excited about the game right now, Bobby, or about the Spurs, which is why we need to start winning games or play this man here. It's just a fact. I was drafted in 2016 by the Spurs, but they told me my first game will be in 2042, so I'm just chilling. Was he bleeding from his eye? Ew. Doug is out, Daniel. Doug McDermott has inflation in his right knee, I believe I saw. So he is out tonight. I don't know if he's going to play Wednesday. I don't know what's going on, but it's not the first time he's had a knee issue this year. I agree, Stevie. Got to get it to single digits. Cannot go down 12 or 14 into the fourth quarter against the Phoenix Suns. Otherwise, we're in a lot of trouble. In immense lot of trouble. Let me check on. I want to check on the Giants game real quick while we're in a timeout. Giants are down 17-10. Just started the third quarter. Okay, all right. So he scored a touchdown. Daniel Jones threw a 2-yard touchdown to Andrew Thomas. Really? I don't know. Andrew Thomas is back. So tackle eligible. Saquon Barkley in his return, 3 rushes for 10 yards. Okay. For the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, 20 of 29, 190 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Ronald Jones ran in a touchdown, and Chris Godwin, 5 for 47, a touchdown. Gronk is back, 5 for 57. So we have not covered Gronk at all tonight. No surprise. We've shut down Mike Evans, though, 3 for 30. Actually, Tampa should run the ball more. Overall, they're running the ball very well. Ronald Jones, 5 for 20. Leonard Fournette, 6 for 28. So they're averaging over 4 yards a carry. Tom Brady ran for 1 for 10 yards. Mike Evans, 1 for 10 yards. Chris Godwin, 1 for 7 yards. So as a team, they're averaging, 5 yards a carry? I want to run the ball more against my defense. Anyway, back to the NBA game. Still trying to get to 100 thumbs up. Hopefully we can get there. Hopefully. Well, shout out to Daniel Jimenez's mom. Pacers up by 34 against the Bulls. What the what? Bulls just having an off night. Robert, I did see that. Yeah, he was not happy. Suns ball, pull-up jumper is an air ball by Mikal Bridges. I don't think he got room with that. Air ball. DeJounte with the ball, crossover, pull-up jumper is good. All right, DeJounte's starting to finally make some shots. He was rough in the first half. I think I said he was 2 of 10, but he's made a few shots already in the third quarter. 8-point game. Spurs are chipping away slowly at the Suns' lead. Devin Booker forces a shot, no good. And there's a whistle. Going to go to the line for 2 probably. Yes, JPP is with the Bucks. JPP. Too soon? If you don't know, JPP blew off all of this finger, or maybe some of his middle finger with a firecracker. Oh, they're showing the fight right now. He does look like a football player. Ooh, and he's mad. First free throw was good for Devin Booker, 67-58. I think is that Chandler Jones going to ask for a trade to the Bucks so they can line up with his friends Tommy and Gronky. Second free throw was good, 68, back to a 10-point game. It has been Christopher Martinez, but I'm still here for the Spurs. It's been tough as a fan. It's been tough as a content creator. It's my team, though. Derek White into the paint. Derek White having one of his best games of the year with a little jumper. Definitely one of his best games of the year. Really need him to get going if we're going to win any games. Devin Booker with the open 3. Bounces off the rim, no good. DeJounte Murray with the rebound. Brings it up for San Antonio. Down by 8. 6:52 to go in the third Q. DeJounte sprints into the paint. The runner is short. A fight for the rebound goes out of play. It's going to stay with the Spurs. Well, if anyone feel better, my Spurs up 20 on the Suns in my 2K game. That does not make me feel better, but thanks for sharing that. Luciano's injured. I do not know personally, King. So I am sorry. Spurs ball, 12 on the shot clock. Yak with it. Out to Devin Vassell, 6 on the shot clock. Devin starts to drive. Pull-up jumper, high off the glass. Devin Vassell, man. He's been creating his own shots a lot tonight. He's shown us the ability to hit the 3. He's shown us very good defense. It's a great defense, but the ability to create his own shot. Chris Paul pull up from the free throw line, good. Man. Derek and Devin both playing well tonight, which has not happened much this year. Usually Derek has been struggling and Devin's been a little better, but nice to see Derek playing well. Devin in the paint. The jumper is good. Off-balance runner jumper. Devin Vassell. Got it going again. Up by 48. What? Up by 48. Favorite Mexican food? Geez, taco or burrito. They're both delicious. Booker runs to the paint, throws it up, no good. But he's going to get another whistle. Vassell, man. See if Devin Booker was fouled. Yep. That's going to be a foul 10 times out of 10 usually in the NBA if you hit the arm. 6-point game, but Devin Booker is at the line for dose. Spurs have half their wins against the Magic, J-Money. They're terrible. Magic got to be one of the worst teams in the NBA. Start to make changes with the rotations. He's on pace to not get the winning record, Leonardo. He's on pace for 22 wins. I hope that changes. I hope we get at least, hopefully he can get the record. Booker's second free throw is good. Mind you, the Spurs starters are, I believe, in the first half were 1 of 8 from the free throw line. We left a lot of points on the board. Jante brings it up for San Antonio. Out to Derek White. Derek forces it into Drew. Drew throws it back out to Demisel. Around the world. Back to Keldon. Back to Devin. Takes the long three. Off the front rim. No good. Not the shot we were looking for, but unfortunately the shot clock was running down. So not a great possession for the Spurs. Ayton down the other way. Tough shot in the paint is good. Back to 10 points. The Drew Show! What's up? Another channel member in the chat. Thank you for stopping. I just want to say if you're a fan of TS Sports Sorts, well, list the channel ad blocker and maybe click the pre-roll ad. Oh. Click the ad. Click the pre-roll ad. Thank you, sir. Chris Paul for 3 baseline. Back rim no good. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. We can't let this team keep moving it to 10 points. The Suns are too good. And now timeout. Some people have said that too, Daniel. Bench Keldon. The thing, my argument would be is Derek White, I think we've seen his ceiling. I don't know what Keldon's ceiling is. And having Keldon at the 3 and Devin at the 2 would give us more size. Devin, I think, is 6'7". Keldon 6'5". Derek is only 6'4". It's only an inch difference, but Keldon's obviously much. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Jones is a bust. Oh, Daniel Jones. Yeah. Not one of my bright spots on this channel, my reaction to Daniel Jones' draft. I pulled it down because I swore too much on it. It was one F-bomb after another. I threw a chair. I was like, I don't mind rage, but this is just ridiculous. And try to keep it PG here. And that was very, very R-rated. Hey, Rich, you like the new Fiesta jerseys better? No, I like last year's better. I'm not a fan of this year's Fiesta jerseys. They're nice for what they are, but they don't feel like San Antonio Spurs jerseys. They're just too colorful. True story, Playmaker Gecko. True story. I think we fall apart when Drew comes in. You're not the first person that said that, Guillermo. Some folks have felt that way as well. When Drew comes in, it all starts to unravel. We're getting close to 100 thumbs up. Can we get to 100? Or 150? I used to get to 200, but, you know, anything close to 100 or past 100 would be cool, too. I don't see that happening to Insane. Keldon coming off the bench. I mean, he has improved. Yes, he struggled at times this year, as has every Spur. But at least I see his game progressing in areas. He just hasn't put it all together yet. I just can't see them benching Keldon. Who knows? I don't know. A kiss can time? Oh, gosh. At this point, Rich should sign out the Spurs. Yeah, because a 44-year-old that's never played basketball before is definitely going to help the team win a lot of games. A lot of games. Daniel, that's my hope. I'm hoping Zach Collins can make a difference. We need real size out there. We get killed in the paint more often than not. We get crushed second chance points and third chance points on offensive rebounds. If Zach Collins can be, I would love to see him in the starting lineup if he can play like we hope he can play. And my starting lineup in my head is Zach Collins, Keldon Johnson, Jakob Poeltl, DeJounte Murray, and Devin Vassell. Ideally, if everybody plays to their, truest capability. Thoughts on the Giants organization drafting Daniel Jones and hiring Jason Garrett to mentor him? It's not working out. Freestyle, it is right. That's true. What's up now, Russ? Yes, Spurs are a little rough right now, but go Spurs, go. Speaking of which, Spurs balling now. Derek White for 3. Oof, no good. Keldon with the offensive board. Get it out to, is that Trey Jones signing? All right. Trey, our backup point guard. Trey running around, and Nice reverse layup, running back on the baseline, back line, the line. I see a line in the sand. Anyway, Suns ball. So maybe Trey Jones will be our primary backup point guard. I mean, he's definitely shown capability at time. Booker, turnaround jumper in the paint is in and out. Burger, Keldon with the rebound. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, 74-66. Let's not get it to single digits and then let the Suns get it back up to double digits. Get it to single and keep it there. Pick and roll, Drew Eubanks. Drew Eubanks gets pushed by Devin Booker. It might have had a bit of an acting job as Drew Eubanks flies 5 feet. Those dudes in chat seem to see my name in their mouths. Clean careers Discord. Wait, what? These dudes in chat seem to have my name on there. So if y'all means you want, I've never said I want you gone, dude. I've never had a problem with you. I want everybody to get along. Drew Eubanks' jumper is good. Michael Jordan's my GOAT, Daniel. Not necessarily saying he's better, but MJ's my GOAT. Payton with a drive into the paint, and the left-handed layup is good. Still an 8-point game, 3:25. We are a young team. Flopping lessons from Harden, yeah. Right? That was a flop. Come on. Drew's open for 3. He's going to take it. Air ball! Remember when Drew was 100% from three-pointers? Now he can't make one. That's true, Robert. DJ, Trey Jones, Devin, Vassell, Primo, Kellner are untouchable moving forward. Yeah, I would say that. Spurs ball, Derek White into Drew in the paint. Drew shot up off the glass, no good. Gonna get fouled and go to the line for 2. Giants should have drafted Justin, but I guess right. It's tough being a New York Giants. I mean, it's tough being a San Antonio Spurs fan. It's even harder being a New York Giants fan. They've been inept for a decade. Ever since they won Super Bowl 46, they've had one playoff year and just a lot of disappointment. Drew Eubanks' first free throw is good. Just saying. Channel number in the house. Channel number in the house. Well, I'm glad they didn't draft Deshaun Watson. Because we all saw how that worked out. And I don't like run-first quarterbacks. I don't think they should take him GJ. Well, you're talking about them. I'm getting confused with my draft. Wait. Okay, you're talking about the Saquon Barkley draft. I don't know. Trey Jones into the paint and passes it to Alfred Payton, who's not on his team. Well, that's a bad pass by Trey Jones. Unforced error, turnover. Devin Booker, turnaround jumper the other end. In and out burger. Devin Vassell with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Phoenix is in the bonus with 2.5 minutes to go. Lonnie has checked in for the game, and I don't feel like he's done a whole lot tonight. And now Devin Booker and Drew Eubanks colliding, and now Book pushes Devin as he walks away. Book pushes Drew Eubanks as he walks away. The crowd's asking for a technical. Not going to get it. Thank you, Jim Sox. Popovich retires. Who do you think will be a good coach? Me. Me, baby. Me. NBA should let our Spurs move up a foot at free throws. I did see the push. I wouldn't have called a foul. That was 90s basketball. That wouldn't have been a thing. Lonnie, pull-up jumper, in and out burger. Has Lonnie made a shot tonight? Man, Lonnie's been struggling. 78-70, Suns ball, 2:11 to go in the third Q. Lonnie's been just really rough. And now a foul on the other end. Alfred Payton takes a high layup off the glass, and we're going to get a whistle. Lonnie with the brick. Yep. Yeah, Eubanks is getting a little chippy with a lot of folks, Bobby. Didn't he have that problem with the Lakers? 2 free throws for the Suns. Lonnie's very consistent. First free throw is good. I do not know the whole coaching staff top to bottom. Bacon. 24-10 Bucks lead. Dang it. Lonnie's who we thought he was. Avery Johnson. All right. Old Avery back in the day. Second free throw is good. Back to a 10-point lead, and the Spurs can't keep letting. If they want to beat the Phoenix Suns, they can't keep letting the Suns get to this double-digit lead. The Suns are way too good, and I don't feel like they're the type of team that's just going to all of a sudden magically blow it in the fourth quarter. Trey Jones into the paint. The runner is good. Nice shot by Trey Jones. Doesn't take crap from anybody. Well, you shouldn't. Suns ball. Minute 40 left in the third quarter. JaVale McGee close to the rim. Little jumper good. Back to a 10-point game. Build. Yeah, Nami, I feel the same way, and that's going to be a turnover for San Antonio. Offensive foul, Dreambanks. Giants make great fodder. Jesse, I wouldn't talk too much smack for the Cowboys. You have not looked good offensively the last 2 weeks, and I don't know what's wrong with them. Are they who we thought they were? Was it all a facade? Are the Cowboys really not as good as we thought they were, and now teams are figuring out their offense? And now another foul down the other end. Dang. Payne goes out of bounds and fouled by Trey Jones. That's 2 free throws again. Poor Bryn Forbes. Zachary, the Giants need more than just a new quarterback. Why is Daniel Jones turning over the ball left and right? Mike Evans touchdown. I mean, the Giants' office is all hurt. I can't use that as an excuse. First free throw is good. You still have Ezekiel Elliott, don't you? Don't you still have Dak Prescott? Don't you still have, I don't know who else is on your team, but isn't Ezekiel supposed to be, I thought he was the best running back in the NFL. That's what Cowboys fans have been telling me the last 5 years. That should be enough right there. Just saying. I'm trolling Cowboys fans a little bit. They'll probably still win the NFC East, though, let's be honest. Lonnie Walker drives into the paint, throws it up, no good, and now another foul. Jeez, the ref's just calling one foul after the other. Brian, what's up? Go Suns. The Cowboys are being the Cowboys. Every 5 years they win some games. The fan base gets fooled and they fall apart around Thanksgiving. Out first round of the playoffs or wild card. That's been the last decade or so. I thought did you get 2 already, Asia? Didn't you just get one a few days ago? Shocked and a fool. I don't know. That's fair, Jim Sox. Well, Saquon Barkley's really good when he's healthy, which so far has only really been 1 year in his NFL career, his rookie season. He's been hurt every other year. He's injury prone. Timeout, 84-72, minute 12 left in the third quarter. I hate the constant free throws. It does slow the game down a lot. Trade Thaddeus Young for Nikola Jokic. Carlos Jeter, I 100% support that trade. I don't think the Denver Nuggets do, though. That's going to be the problem. Keeps missing wide open guys and throwing the ball away when he has receivers running wide open. Oh, he's playing bad tonight. Got a replay. This might be a challenge, Bobby. Oh, what was your first? Okay. Oh, it's a challenge by the Suns. Vamos Spurs, vamos. But, boy. Daniel Jones playing bad. Go figure. I mean, after this season, if the Giants suck again, which all signs point to, they're going to have a losing season, they might clean house. I can't remember if Saquon Barkley's contract's been extended from his rookie contract. They might give up on him, Daniel Jones, Dave Gettleman, Jason Garrett, Joe Judge. They might just clean house. David, the Spurs are going against the hottest team in the NBA. We're running into a freight train right now. The Suns have won 12 in a row, trying to get to their 13th. That's Josh Primo, Asia. So he was the Spurs' #1 pick with the 12th overall pick. He's 18 years old. He's excited Spurs fans with just his confidence on the court for an 18-year-old. He just looks like he's NBA ready. The Spurs have him in the G League, though, with the Austin Spurs because, one, they have 8 million guards, but this is Spurs. They generally send their rookies to G League. Fans are very excited. And Asia, when he's played, my channel has definitely popped. My most popular videos are the Josh Primo videos, but unfortunately there's not much to report on because he's in the minor leagues. No, G Field. It doesn't feel like they are right now. Nice gym socks. Wow. Growing up, I thought Pop and Tim Duncan were. Wow. Would it be better if we used Landell as power forward and Kelman as a small forward? Angela, I'm not a huge fan of Doug McDermott as a starting power forward. That's going to come up tomorrow in the Spurs roundtable on my channel again, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Clan the Spurs fan plus SSPN will be on with me. Two guys from there. So it'll be 4 Spurs fans talking Spurs tomorrow night. The first time I've had that many people on the channel will be really cool. Ethan and Jude from SSPN. I've worked with both of them on Spurs Tube TV. Cool guys. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night. Haven't they paid to go yet? I wouldn't mind getting paid to go to a Spurs game. So it's a jump ball. 84-72, both teams in the bonus. A minute 12 to go. I don't even remember what the last play was, but it's a jump ball with JaVale McGee and Drew Eubanks, and they both jump early. Nice job, guys. And the Spurs will win the jump ball. Just great. And another offensive foul on Drew Eubanks. You might be right, Leonardo. Yes, the Spurs super. Well, yeah, I guess that would be a super chat with 4 of us. I don't want to go down more to this Suns team. I don't. I have a bad feeling about this. Payne with a mile-long three-pointer. I'll trade him for a cupcake. Yes, it does. It kills. It does. Kelman's fine at small forward. 6'5" small forward. Yeah, it's a little undersized. But Doug McDermott's 6'7" at power forward. That makes and our backcourt small. Both the DeJounte and Derek are 6'4". The average NBA player now, I think, is like 6'7". DeJounte, free throw line jumper, boink, back rim, no good. Oh my goodness, this game's getting away from us. Suns on an 11-2 run in the last 2:22. They could 2 for 1 right now. There's plenty of time to do so. Can't see who has the ball. Pull-up jumper is good as it rolls in. Alfred Payne with a lucky gravity pulls it in. Oh no, I apparently got an offensive foul. Or a goaltend maybe. Oh, goaltend. JaVale McGee touched that. It was clearly on the rim. No good. So that's why it ended up going that way. JaVale McGee, goaltend. So scratch that bucket. 15 on the shot clock. About a 3 different second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Lonnie Walker for Trey. Finally got to say his name tonight. He's been very quiet. 87-75. Let's not let Phoenix score here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 3-point attempt. Oh, Landry Shamet with a dagger. Wow, that hurts. Sid's the defending Western Conference Finals team champs. So yeah, we're playing arguably the best team in the Western Conference. And what a way to end the third quarter for the Phoenix Suns. What a huge three-pointer. Dandy Dunn, who's that? I don't know if I'd say that, Randy. But was it the best move to sign Doug McDermott and Bryn Forbes? We needed three-point shooting, but I like the Zach Collins move. Honestly, when we signed Doug and Bryn, I was like, I mean, the Bryn Forbes one really is a head-scratcher. I mean, unfortunately, if the Spurs do get blown out again, if it turns into a blowout, halfway through the fourth quarter, we're not going to see Josh Primo plays in the G League. Devin told Kelvin last year would be their last time missing the playoffs. Well, Chris Paul is 37. Is he really? Oh, Danny Don Meredith. Well, are the Giants getting butchered even more? Are they down more now? We got to 100 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. The struggle's real as a Spurs content creator. It's very real. So I appreciate your support. Hopefully see a whole lot of you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to pull up the Giants game real quick. I'm kind of afraid to. 24-10. Tampoon Bay ball. Daniel Jones, 15 of 23 for 132, huh? That's not even 6 yards of pass attempts. Saquon Barkley, 5 rushes for 13 yards, 2.6 yards a carry. Solid, solid. Didn't expect much from him tonight. Not getting much. Tom Brady, almost 300 yards passing. Mike Evans with a touchdown. Chris Godwin with a touchdown. Gronk still playing well. Yeah, I don't think the Giants are coming back. Wouldn't it be something if my New York Giants lose by the same amount the Buccaneers lose, or win by tonight, or the Giants lose by the same amount of the Spurs? That would be a first. The Giants are down 14. The Spurs are down 15. That's a total combined of my teams are down by 29 right now. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Trey Jones much better than Bryn Forbes. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what Trey Jones' ceiling is. I know what Bryn Forbes' ceiling is, and I think he's definitely hit it. If the sell drops 20 to 1 in your eyes, he's been playing well tonight. Now, something's very wrong with this team, G Field. I mean, people don't like saying this, but has Pop lost the team? I mean, he's been playing a lot of these guys that are out there. This is their third year with, they've been with him the whole time. It's third year for Yak, I believe. Lonnie his whole career. DeJounte his whole career. I like that he maybe not trusting the system. Yak can lay up in the paint. I mean, I always hate saying stuff like that. Or is he starting to lose the team? I don't know. Chris Paul time? I don't want to see that. I don't think he's out there. Chris Paul's not in the game. It is Suns ball, though. JaVale McGee drops it off. Shamit. Alley-oop and a huge dunk by JaVale McGee. As Giannis watched the ball go over his head and watch the dunk go down. We have not had a dunk tonight. I have not said thunder dunk of justice once for the Spurs. Lonnie Walker runner in the paint is good. We do not have a superstar. He's just lost. All right, good night, it kills. Another miss and a putback by JaVale McGee as the Spurs are they get eaten up in the pan a lot. It is what it is. Derek White gets fouled. Faked the shot, Shamit bit, fouled him, going to the line for two. I don't know if this is going to be Pop's last year because if the Spurs keep playing like this, he's not going to get the all-time win record. He's going to fall probably just short. So maybe he comes back again. But man, that's going to be hard to argue for him to come back if they end up having 3 losing seasons in a row. Granted, it's a rebuild, but still, Derek White's first free throw is good. Is this the B team for the Suns? Well, 27-10 now. That game's over. I'll put it on after this one, and then I'll do a rage video about how the Giants suck. I already have a plan for it. I'm going to troll my team, but what the heck. Suns ball, up by 13. Long three-point attempt is no good. They get the offensive rebound by Johnson. Payton with the awkward three-point attempt. Really weird-looking shot. He's got the ball right now, and I hear a whistle. An offensive foul on the Suns. Defense was strong for SOG Field. I don't know what's been happening. I actually have no answer. I'm just a guy sitting on his couch watching his team with a Spurs towel as my backdrop and Spurs jerseys behind me. Put some Stallone posters. Lonnie Walker, baseline jumper. Bounces around, finally goes in. Lonnie finally heating up. Honestly, Rios, I figured the Suns have won 12 in a row. JaVale McGee, another dunk in the paint. Throws it down with 2 hands. I figured the Suns would probably win. I mean, I'm a Spurs fan, but come on. We're playing bad, and they're on fire right now. 12 wins in a row. I mean, Lonnie Walker pulls up for 3. No good. Giants and Spurs going to the finals. Which year are you talking about, Carlos? Because not this year. You're talking like 2023, maybe? 2024? Payne for 3, no good. KBD with the rebound. And Lonnie Walker will bring it up for San Antonio. Lonnie takes off, gets to the paint, and a thunder dunk of justice. Kind of a light dunk, but it was for first dunk of the night. I'll take it. Raging for my Spurs. Benjamin, both my teams are getting beat tonight. I'm a New York Giants fan. The pain is real. That's mediocre is right. Mediocre. I don't know how to say mediocre. The Nets did win, Asia. Facts. Timeout. I already agree, CB. Yeah, we can't forget the Golden State Warriors. They're legit this year. Flacco will be forgotten if Lamar ends up. Who? Flacco had one. Joe Flacco was Eli Manning light. He had one elite playoff run. Eli Manning had two. I think Eli had a better career overall, but Joe Flacco really was just a flash in the pan. Yes, we finally dunk. The Broski has abandoned the team. Drew Cho, I was talking about that earlier, where I watched a Spurs video, and they were talking about how much, the fans like how much we love the Spurs no matter what. We support the team, but that's when the team was winning, and I do feel like that since, really since the Kawhi incident, I think they've lost a lot of fans. I don't know where they've gone. They may have had a lot of casual fans when they had the big three, and it happens to every franchise. It's not just the Spurs. They have their casuals, and then when the team starts losing, they go off to somewhere else. I hope San Antonio does not lose the Spurs, because that would be the last Spurs video I do if doing that announcement, and that would break my heart to do that. So hopefully that's not the case. I don't think it'll happen. Yeah, Bobby, it's just, it's the nature when your team's losing. I'm still going to root for the team. I like what I'm seeing from, one positive so far. Devin Vassell's been fantastic. There's not a lot of other positives from the season so far, but I have faith this kid, that's a positive. The little we've seen of him in the preseason, in the regular season, and the G League. I didn't like the draft pick initially, but he's won me over. So there's positives, they're just not all translating to wins. They can win. The Spurs definitely can win, Carlos. I don't feel like my Giants can win. They're down 17. Winning in life. There you go. Evan Avery Gonzalez. Good evening. We're only down 11. There's still time. Suns fans calling the game already. Not yet. The 22 draft class, there's a guy who compares with Shaq. Who dat? He's like 7 feet, 275, 300 pounds. It is Suns ball. Spurs trapping right now. Gotta put some pressure on this Phoenix team. They gotta get the lead down to 5 ASAP. The Spurs and Suns have just kind of exchanging buckets. The Spurs would get to like 8. Oh, Derek White gets run over by JaVale McGee. JaVale's like, what the did I do wrong? Just got leveled. Another charge taken by Derek White. Yeah. Good job by Derek just getting into position so he wasn't moving. When JaVale McGee started his move and just leveled him. Same here, Sean. Spurs fan since late 90 or early 91. I don't remember exactly when. It's very close either way, so I just say a fan for 30 years now. Turnover for the Suns. The Spurs have a chance to get it to single digits, and it's now or never. 8:45 left to go, but we need to make a run now. This will be huge for the San Antonio team to win against a team that's good. DeJounte, a little jumper in the paint's good. Foul before the shot. Foul before the shot. Sitting behind us. Nice! Cousin at the game. Rios, 8:38. 8:38 left in the fourth quarter. We can come back. We can do this. You can do it. You can do it. DeJounte, three-point land. Free throw line jumper. Good. Single digits. Come on. Ugh. Yeah, but Tracy did Will's team back from a 30-point. Yeah, I did. Reggie Miller against the Knicks way back in the day in the 90s. 9 points in 11 seconds. It's a miss and another rebound and a putback by Ayton as Peyton missed it, but Ayton puts it back and too many second chance points, just giving up offensive rebounds left and right. Jonte bounce past Jakob Pertl. Jakob with the jumper in the paint. 80, 98, 89. The scores are... They're showing 96 for the Suns. Did he not count a bucket? Did I just think a shot went in and it didn't? Chris Paul jumper good. Is it 98, 89? All right. Apparently I jumped the gun on a bucket. All right, now it's 98, 89. I don't know what just happened there. I must have thought a shot went in and it didn't. Jakob Pertl little jumper is good. All right, now they're caught up. I was right. I should have known. I was right. The NBA scoreboard is wrong. I was right with that bucket by Ayton. So it is a 9-point game. This NBA scoreboard kills me. Ayton turnaround jumpers and air ball. They want to whistle. Not going to get it. Spurs ball down by 9. Trying to cut it to 7. Lonnie Walker for 3. No good. Oh, we needed that. Oh, we needed that. Hey, what's up, Cruz? All good. Better late than never. 9-point game. Spurs trying to pull off, obviously, huge upset. Chris Paul in the paint. No good. KBD with the rebound. And I think the Spurs have most of their starters out there. They do. Except Lonnie's in there. DJ drives into the paint. And the offhand layup, or whatever. The layup's good. Oof. Carlos, that's late. And the NBA team pass just went to a loading screen. Of course you did. Because the NBA team pass is terrible at times. There's 7:29 left. I got to go back to the... It's always a problem with the Spurs feed. Always a Spurs feed. I don't have any college teams. The Suns played, yes, that's right, they did play yesterday. Game is not over. Oh, and the Suns just turned it over. Well, my NBA pass was reloading. Sorry. So Spurs ball, 6:29 left, 100-93. So my apologies, I was off by a minute with the clock. 6:25 left. Spurs ball down by 7. Lonnie Walker starts to drive. Back out to DeJounte. 7 on the shot clock. DeJounte crosses over, takes off into the paint to Jakob Pertl. Jakob with the jumper. 5-point game. Come on, Spurs. Timeout. You don't need to work if you know how to bet. Wow. CB, I'm always having trouble with something with the Spurs. The scoreboard's wrong, and then I switch it because I feel like I'm wrong, and as usual, I'm right, and the NBA pass is wrong. 5-point game. And just think, all those free throws we missed in the first half, the Spurs missed 7 free throws in the first half. Keldon and Jakob were combined 1 of 8 from the line. This has been a theme all year. Free throws are hurting us so much. What's up, Vagos X Mundo? Go Spurs, go. Chris Borgie, why Spurs? Why? They're trying. I got you with that, Asia. I mentioned earlier, maybe you didn't hear, but yeah, I know the Nets won. Congratulations. Unfortunately, we can't say the same thing about the Giants tonight. Barring a miracle, they're going to lose. Yeah, I haven't done this in a while. Vamos, Spurs, vamos. Yes, if you have not hit the thumbs up, would appreciate you. It does help the channel. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. Oh my gosh, look who's in the Greg Popovich thumbs up. I just caught it. It's Phoenix versus San Antonio, today's matchup. I didn't even catch that until just now. Spurs have been down double digits all night to the hottest team in the NBA, the Phoenix Suns, but finally have chipped away at the lead. Yeah, Zachary and Giants. Let's say about that. They're terrible. I never saw Alvin Robertson play. That's a little before my time. If the Spurs win tonight, I'll buy a Fiesta jersey. Not me. Who won the Super Bowl? No idea, Cruz. Our team's mascot's a coyote. By the way, did you guys see Coyote got ranked as one of the worst mascots in the NBA this year? So you gave him mascot of the year last year. Now he's one of the worst? What changed? That makes 0 sense. Leonardo, that's true. This team does not have a good history of free throws at times. Suns' biggest lead, I think they were up by 16 at one point. I think they're up by 16 at one point. Derek is actually playing well, Henry. Janelle, go Suns. Good evening, Suns fan. Did they trade? Well. Yeah, I don't know why Coyote got so much shade. I Beautiful pass by Lonnie to Jakob Pertl. Ball fake pass. 5-point game. I think we need Joshua, I hope so. It'd be nice to have the Spurs win a game. So many of my teams are bad right now. We're struggling. Heck, even the United States Women's National Team is struggling this year. From completely dominant to not winning a gold medal to losing and tying and just, yeah, they're a little. And my favorite player hasn't played in months. Suns ball. Booker drives, gets blocked by Jakob, out of play. Suns ball, 2.9 on the shot clock. I don't know what they're doing with Thaddeus. I have no idea. Carlos says, I bet on the Suns so the Spurs are going to win. Do you have bad luck like that? Ayton in the paint. And we ain't stopping him tonight. 27-10 bucks. Yeah, that game's over, Zachary. Let's be honest. They're not a come from behind team. Lonnie with the ball, starts to drive, throws up a layup, and no good. Jakob gets the board, kicks it out for three by DeJounte. The crowd stands up, but it doesn't go in. The crowd wanted that. They were ready to explode. Dang. And Bridges down the other end with a layup. Gets down there quickly in transition. Back to a 9-point game. 5:11 to go. Lonnie out to DeJounte. Back to Derek. Derek looking to drive. Throws it up. No good. Not a time to go cold, Spurs. And another fast break for the Suns. They slow it up. Kick it out to Chris Paul for three. Back iron, no good. Offensive rebound back to the Suns. A second chance opportunity. The putback is good by Bridges and one. Second chance points kill the Spurs every game, it feels like. We are getting killed in the paint far too often with rebounds. About 5 minutes left. Cannot constantly, 4:49 to be exact, timeout. All too often this year, we've seen the Spurs give up second chance points, third chance points, fourth chance points at times. Yeah, that momentum, we needed that three to go in, Bobby. Randy, we're small too. Soft, small, both. More thing is we're small. We're just, the Spurs are too small. Javier from Argentina, what's up, Go Suns? We were closing the lead on you guys, but you came right back and punched us in the face. As tie-dye man is dancing in the crowd. We ain't winning again? Boy, for the rest of the year, Spurs fan? I wouldn't say that. I could see the entire Spurs crowd stand up with that three-point attempt, and then when it was missed, just deflated the audience, our fans. FaZe, what's up? Thank you for stopping in. Another Suns fan. By the way, if anybody's new to the channel, I am obviously a San Antonio Spurs fan. I do cover them only for the NBA, so I do live stream most of their games, and occasionally we'll do videos on the Spurs. Doing my first Spurs roundtable tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern with Clan the Spurs Fan and Spurs Sports Programming Network. Gosh, they have such a long name. SSPN. Looking forward to that. And I also cover occasionally New York Giants, New York Yankees, United States Women's National Team. I just started doing them again. Apparently I'll be making a rage video on this one after the Giants probably lose to the Buccaneers. Free throws good. Back to a 12-point game. Spurs need a run now or the game is over. Devin Vassell's checking in for San Antonio. Lonnie Walker for three. No good. Yeah, I kind of needed to make that. Spurs missing their shots now. Cannot miss your shots against this team. Three-point attempt is Mikal Bridges for three and gets fouled by Devin Vassell. 3 free throws. You're welcome, Queen. Randy, yes, it does suck seeing the arena so empty. Yeah, I don't know if it's because of CO to the VID. Oh, no free throw. No free throws. Not shooting foul, or if it's just because fans have given up on the Spurs. Booker for three. That's the dagger. Uh, yeah, that is a dagger right there. Devin Booker for 3. Jakob with the layup in the paint. We should be delegated to the ACC. Yeah, Bobby, that's probably the dagger, barring a miracle. There's still 4 minutes to go. We could go on a 7-0 run in a minute and a half. Booker misses the jumper. Lonnie Walker brings it up the court. Back to DeJounte. DeJounte in the paint. Throws it up and in. All right. A couple more stops. Let's get this 7-0 run. DeJounte close to a triple-double. 14, 9, and 9. He's had a terrible shooting night. But otherwise, 14, 9, and 9 is pretty darn solid. I prefer a win. Chris Paul, free throw line, into the paint to Ayton, and throws it up. No good, and another foul on the Spurs. Derek White. One guy's name doesn't have a get to shoot more. That's a good question. Wow, that was a very ticky-tacky touch foul. That's the NBA. Ticky-tacky touch fouls. James, what's up? You guys might be on your way to your 13th win in a row. That's ridiculous. Good night to all the girls I've loved before. Timeout. Follower of Jesus, as am I. Thank you for stopping in. This is a result of poor drafting. We need to draft long, rangy players. We can't keep drafting 6'4 guys and putting them on 6'9 and 6'10 guys. That is a fact. We cannot keep drafting shorter players, which we have been. Orlando can run a good play for Vassell, something in the next 3 minutes. That would be nice. It would be. Don't know if it's going to happen. I'm down to trade Murray and White. No, we don't want Ben Simmons clips. Well, you're right, and I respect that. I've dealt with the locker room cancer, if you will, with Kawhi Leonard, the drama headache, and I feel like Ben Simmons would bring a lot of drama to the Spurs. So I personally would. I'm a hard pass. A lot of triple singles. Nice. I see what you did there. Hook on fishing. Trade for Booby Miles? Who's Booby Miles? Kaycock and Primo up. Lonnie and Eubanks down. Nah, they would trade them before they went. They would not play in the G League. Top 5 pick, here we come. Possibly. Luka was 6'10". Samanic was 6'10". Hey, Rich, it's still funny to me that Mike McCarthy hasn't won in the Super Bowl over a great coach and Mike Tomlin. Happens. Drafting players for Austin. They're replay right now. Can we do that? I feel like it was really good in the paint. 3:24 left in the game. We're in a timeout replay. I don't think anybody's challenged anything. Maybe it was a coach's challenge. I haven't seen anything. Randy, I'm not reading that, but I see what you did there. Murray and White not producing wins. That clips, I mean, I can't argue with that. The DeJounte Murray, Derek White backcourt, which we all thought was going to be a really good top-notch backcourt, has not translated into wins. Last season we were saying, well, Derek's hurt. This year, he's healthy. He said he's the healthiest he's been in a while. And the Spurs aren't winning games with that backcourt. Now, we can't just blame the backcourt. Our front court, not exactly tearing it up either, with Doug McDermott and Kelvin Johnson, an undersized front court with an undersized backcourt. The challenge by the Spurs, I don't know what the challenge was. I don't know if we won it. I don't know if we lost it. I have no idea. And only like 2 Spurs players. Wow, Edef? It was a coach's challenge. Correct, Jude. It's going to be a jump ball, so if the Spurs can win this, we can get it back to single digits. The game's not over, but we seriously need the run now. If I shot 20 times, I'd have 20 points. Spurs do win it. Okay, let's make the run now. Come on. Don't give up, Spurs Nation. Let's turn that dagger into a cardboard knife. I don't know. Lonnie out to Devin Vassell for 3. Ah, Brick City. We have missed a lot of huge shots in the end of this fourth quarter that could have really changed the momentum. And all those missed free throws in the first half not helping. Chris Paul, jumper. Mid-range jumper is good. Now we are in serious trouble. DeJounte takes off, throws up the layup, and it's good. 112, 101, and 1. Derek got married. That must be women weaken legs. DeRozan Spurs jersey? Hang it up in the closet. I don't know what else we would do with it. Yeah, that's right. We have lost 4 in a row, haven't we, Brandon's World? Burn it? No, I wouldn't burn it. DeJounte's free throw is going to bounce. Another missed free throw from one of our starters. That I'm trying not to get frustrated, but the free throw shooting by our starters is unacceptable. It's cost us so many points, and this would be a different game. Chris Paul running around in the paint, and turns it over and gets it right back. 2 on the shot clock. Crowder for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound. Never mind. Derek White takes it away from Ayton. White getting up the court into the paint. A little bit of a Euro step. Runner is going to bounce around and finally roll in. 9-point game. 2:10 to go. Not impossible, but not going to be easy. And 2 minutes remaining. Chris Paul out at the half-court line, guarded by DeJounte Murray. 10 on the shot clock, calling for a pick and roll. Drops it off to Devin Booker. Booker guarded by Lonnie, number 1 on number 1. Switch, Jakob guarding Devin. Devin with a long 3, no good. Lonnie Walker with the rebound. Spurs flying up the court as they need to. And Lonnie throws it away. Minute 38. That might have been the dagger there. That was a very costly turnover. Minute and a half to go. You get a defensive stop, and you give the ball right back. That one hurts. Chris Paul with the ball. Pull-up jumper. No good. Devin Vassell with the rebound. Greg on forced errors is too many. Too many. DeJounte drives into the paint. Out to Derek. Derek thinks about the 3, takes the 3, and makes the 3. 6-point game. Oh, my goodness. Obviously need a stop. 1 minute to go. 112-106. Phoenix Suns up by 6. Devin Booker into the paint to Ayton. Ayton loses the ball out of play. It's going to stay with the Suns. 5 on the shot clock. Derek White has been good tonight, Bobby. This is probably one of the best games Derek White has had this season. Oh, that ball went out on Ayton. Oh, they show the replay. Booker with the runner, and it's good. Oh, Spurs got a ball hit Ayton's fingertips last. Doesn't matter. Jonathan into the paint. Out to Devin Vassell. He's going to launch a quick 3. Good! Where was this 3-point shooting all game? Come on, guys. Please do not put the score in the chat. You might be ahead of me. Do not put the score in the chat or you'll get timed out. I'm not trying to be rude, but do not put the score in the chat. Booker with the ball. Spurs not fouling. And now DeJounte fouls Booker. 21 seconds left in the game. 21 seconds. Someone. Finally hit their 3s at the end of the game. The Suns are not in the bonus. And there's 14 on the shot clock, so the Spurs have to foul. They're going to foul. Oh, DeJounte with a pick on Chris Paul. Trying to take it in for a fast break, and he does it! 15 seconds left. Please time out anybody putting the score in the chat. And now a jump ball with Devin Booker. They tie him up. Oh, my goodness. Murray with the pick on Chris Paul, and on the inbound pass, they tie up Devin Booker and get a jump ball out of this. The Spurs might get the ball back. Derek White and Lonnie Walker double-team Devin Booker. And we're going to get a jump ball. Hopefully it's Lonnie, because Lonnie's got some ups. Oh, Booker has some ups too, doesn't he? It's Lonnie Walker and Devin Booker with the jump ball. Number 1 versus number 1. And Booker's going to get fouled. Suns won the jump ball. Dang it. I'm proud of the team for fighting. but it's still. We missed so many free throws tonight. Spurs fans, those free throws are coming back to haunt us. Devin Booker at the line for two. The Spurs missed 7 free throws in the first half. Jakob Poeltl was 1 of 6. Keldon was 0 for 2. And now those free throws again. We've seen this far too many times this season. Missed free throws at the end of the game are now the difference. This could be a one possession game. He missed the second one, and Spurs will take a timeout with 8.6 seconds left. 8.6 seconds. And all those missed free throws now are haunting the Spurs. Thank you for stopping in, by the way. Suns fans, Spurs fans, if you could hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it. This game has turned very interesting at the end. DeJounte Murray does have a triple-double, 18, 10, and 11. I know he didn't shoot well tonight, but he still had a good game overall. But, man, he missed a free throw. Keldon missed 2 free throws, both at the same. He was 0 for 2. Jakob 1 of 6. That's too many missed free throws. I mean, you're going to miss free throws here and there, but when your starting lineup is top of my head, DeJounte's 1 of 2, Keldon's 0 for 2, Jakob's 1 for 6. Are we 2 from 9 with our starters? You make 2 more free throws, you just need to hit a 2 to tie it. It's Spurs ball, but there's only 8.6 seconds left. 8.9. I am proud of the Spurs fighting tonight. This is the hottest team in the NBA. The Phoenix Suns have won 12 games in a row. This is the defending Western Conference champions. And we're a young team that's on a 4-game losing streak that hasn't got it figured out at all. So I'm proud of the team no matter what happens tonight. Derek White finally coming to life. DeJounte another triple-double. They may just might not have enough time. We're going to need a quick shot and then a quick foul and then a quick miracle 3. More than likely. Devin Vassell's going to inbound it. We got all our shooters on the floor. Vassell will inbound it to DeJounte Murray. Got to shoot quick. DeJounte to Derek. Derek runs. Baseline. Devin Vassell for 3. No good. Game. Good game, Phoenix Suns. You got us. Those free throws got us in the end, Spurs fans. I hate to be a broken record, but that was... I'm pretty sure that's what did in the end. If you are leaving the chat, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. Would love to get to 150 before the night's over. Mustic, yeah. Let's take a look at some final game stats before I turn on the Giants game and continue the night of misery. For the Phoenix Suns. Trying to pull up their stats. Bridges with 5. Crowder with 6. Ayton with 24 and 14. Booker with 23. Chris Paul with 12. Off the bench, Cameron Payne with 20. Landry Shamet with 11. JaVale McGee with 14. And then Johnson with 3. So your bench would played very, very well, Phoenix Suns. Yeah, the Spurs are now 4 and 12. I know. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. We'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow night, San Antonio Spurs Roundtable on my channel, 8 p.m. Plan the Spurs Fan and SSPN. For the starters for the Spurs, they did go... Sorry, Derek White went 2 of 2. The Spurs starters went 3 of 11 from the line. 3 of 11, ladies and gentlemen, from the free throw line. And we lost by 4. Another game decided possibly by the free throw line. That just can't keep happening. Anyway, KBD with 6, first time starting this year. Keldon Johnson with only 8. He only took 7 shots, though. All right. Jakob Poeltl with 15 and 9. All right. Welcome back, Jakob. Derek White, arguably one of his best games of the year. 19 points, only 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, but still, 19 will take it. DeJounte Murray, I know he was 9 of 22 from the field, but he was 2 of 10 in the first half. So he did turn it around in the second half and did finish with a triple-double, 18, 10, and 11. Plus 3 steals with only 1 turnover. Overall, I'll take that every night. Maybe a few less misses, but that's still pretty darn good. Off the bench, Drew Eubanks with 6. Devin Vassell with 17. Lonnie Walker turned it up in the second half with 11. Bryn Forbes, useless, 0. Thaddeus Young with 4. And Trey Jones with 7. We missed the free throws. The free throws killed us, man. The free throws got us again. I want to wrap it up, my friends. I'll be live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Spurs Roundtable. I'm going to turn the Giants game now and suffer a little more. I want to thank you all so much for your support. And until next time, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!